Good morning. It's time for your morning latte. Wait, am I on the wrong skin? Hold on. Give me one moment. I forgot. I was kind of distracted earlier. I was very busy talking about gacha with my friends, and I kind of forgot that I was streaming. So hold on, we're actually supposed to be in... We're supposed to be... Oh, there you go. Alright. Hey guys, good morning. It's nice to have you again. It's time for your... I already said that. Today I'm kind of losing my voice just a little bit. But it's okay. Wait, my game's not... I need to stop doing this. Zenless Zone 0 may require OBS to be run as admin. Is it not already? Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. My god. Okay, we're good? Should be good now. Alright. Last time on Zenless Zone 0. Oh wait, first, before we start, a little bit of housekeeping. Housekeeping. Sorry. Sorry, my brain's not working at all. Hold on. A little bit of housekeeping. Next week, I'm not streaming my usual time slot, Friday at 2 p.m. EST. Because I'm gonna be away from my house for a while. So I might do another stream earlier in the week to make up for it, or probably not afterwards, but probably before in the week to make up for it. Depending if we finish today or not, I don't know. So that'll be that. I'll miss you guys. I'll send you guys lots of photos. Maybe if I remember. I kind of forget sometimes. Also, I kind of like shadow uploaded like a short dub because I kind of wanted to, you know. Well, that happened, and I don't know, check it out if you want to, don't check it out if you don't want to. I don't know, I think it's kind of fun to do lads dubs. I might do some more of them when I feel like it. It is very much of a like, oh yeah, you know, what if, you know, kind of vibe. So that's the thing that we're doing on this channel now. Guess we're doing lads dubs now. What else is there? Can't think of anything else. I think that's all. I'll probably have to. I haven't finished working on the Arknights dub in a while. I'm currently waiting on a couple of people to send in some of their work, so that'll be that. Yeah. So it might be a while before I upload the next part of it, but I'm hoping to get it done around the next 2 weeks. And that's all I got. That's May. Yep, that's all for May. Anyway, let's talk to Wise now because that's all I had. Last time on the story though, we talked to Hugo and Vivian. Well, not really Hugo because he's dead, but we talked to Vivian and we found out more about her life and her struggles and her. I don't remember anything anymore. Actually, it's been like 2 weeks. So let's actually go to the. Oh, it says here, right? Sacrifice core, right? We had to yeah, like Hyun as acting mayor, we had to find the dormant sacrifices. Yeah. We had to retrieve the sacrifice core. Oh yeah, we met Vivian's old sister creature thing, who's red and evil and hates her now. She was raised by a cult, which kind of sucks. Yeah, sorry. My brain's really not. My brain's really scrambled like eggs. Blood sacrifice. Yeah, blood sacrifice is all that. Yeah. Val, Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't there. Did she need something? It's with the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at that auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterward and we're just simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain more clues. Well, if you have time, head to Limna Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Okay. Let's confirm and go and Ikuyo. Yeah. I think it's been well though. I've had a week that existed. If you guys follow me on Twitter or Blue Sky, you might find that I've been very active on that in recent days. And it was kind of on a whim that I did that, but I guess no longer. I don't know. Now I guess now we're fan artist. I got banned on Twitter, sorry. No worries. I don't like honestly that's probably like bonus points for you, right? It's probably a good thing that happened. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house's lounge. Oh my god, it's Shaw. That's crazy. That's my girl. Of course she is. She's so real. Wait, was this before? Earlier in the auction house lounge. Yeah, okay. So this is when Hugo was still alive. BB with pics of the MCs. Honestly, I would not be surprised. Girls gotta make her living somehow, you know? Yeah, it's not as if like, you know, hats and blonde hair is a common combination around these parts. Smart girl. 能帮上你的忙真是太好了。之前打工的时候你也帮我很多，毕竟我最开始总是出错。如果不是你帮我善后，我早就被当时的老板辞退了。现在帮你这点小忙不算什么啦。It's like Lucy's blonde wears a hat. Exactly. What about Bernie? She doesn't have a hat, but she's got goggles, which she's wearing on her head, like a hat. 好啦，你快去忙你的事情吧，我们之后有机会再见。 After saying goodbye to Saul, Vivian leaves the lounge. I want to know how you're supposed to pronounce her name because I imagine that the J is like kind of silent, like you kind of say it like a Y, but I also don't know for sure, and I feel like I'm butchering the name every time I say it. Oh, Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something. So he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. Huh? We are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising a set of subtle ways of communicating information, is it? Should it? Sorry. The grammar structure in that was really confusing all of a sudden. Vivian, my wife. Yeah, I like how cute she is, even though she's taller than me. Not to say like, tall girls can't be cute. I just think that normally tall girls or cute girls are shorter. I appreciate that she's taller. Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators. So, Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on them so we could communicate. After the mission ended, we let them run free. But I just checked the trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Alright, Faithin, let's split up and search the area. You tall because of the foot high heels? That's fair, but also I think she's still like around Belle's height, you know? Compared to Lucy, who's like, you know, extremely tiny. But also, yeah, I forget how tall her heels are. That is my bad. Alright, a bird with black feathers. Do you have black feathers? You do have black feathers. That's actually so cute that they have like the detailing of the red part of the thing as well. A soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo chose for the mission. But it does have some black feathers, so maybe this is it. Either way, I may still like photos and the video. Get a negative answer. Picture the panda colored chunk of a bird. What a localization. What a localization. So cute, so soft. I had to convince Hugo to use this little guy. Oh shoot. Missed the rest of the line. That's cute. This isn't the bird Hugo trained. Let's keep searching. It must be around here. I want to see the line she had. Use this little guy when he contacts you in the future. Okay. 111 meters this way. 120 meters that way. My gosh. Yo, penguin, boo. I bet this is the bird. Penguins count as birds, I guess. And besides, using a bang boo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. What if this is a guy? Either way, let's look at photos of Vivian. Penguin shaped bang boo to Vivian. Vivian responds with a long set of ellipses. So we were wrong. Let's keep searching elsewhere. Oh my god, fat cat. Oh my god, look at him. Oh wait, I've never seen a child theorem before. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, but like, I've never seen a child NPC model with like the Theron features. Interesting. Dog. I did not know that there was a back alley here. Hey, birdie, 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 birdie. Nice photo. Yeah, just like that. Black crows in a dark alley. Big Chucker walking like he owns the city. Exactly. Of course he does. It's his city. It's a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide something. We photo the crow instead of Vivian. Vivian quickly responds, that's the one. She quickly comes over. And that's the one. All thanks to the Lord Faith, and then we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among these boxes. I didn't know that there was a back alley here. I'll find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing Vivian, decided to head back to the video store to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. Yeah, okay. Let's go back to the HDD. HDD. Hey, girls. Harry repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille. I can only remember who Camille is. Right! I will not lie, this NPC lady, she's got all the death flags. Mind control, what a good time.
但只要将深轨休眠体和蓝灯留下的那部分药剂都破坏掉，这一切就可以结束。蒂娜自己的药，并没有制成深轨的功能。
那深轨核心呢？
那是属于失主的东西，不该在他的手里。
嘿，
蓝灯的手段虽然不堪，但称颂会与失主带领我们前进的方向，我不会否认。
I'm not gonna lie, a little part of me does want to pull for Hugo now. Not because like I like him. I think he's still kind of cringe and weird, but like I don't know, his yaoi is pretty dang good. Like it's so good to the point that like all his voice actors ship Legion and Hugo.
我只是不希望蒂娜的一生都活在她父亲的错误之中。
我没有嘲笑你的意思，我只是觉得你的保护欲真是别扭。
Damn, calling you weird.
深轨休眠体所在地点，我确定后会找机会告诉你。我也不希望我这边的人去干危险的事情。
My people implies that there's more than just him and Vivian.
深轨核心，我只能保证不会交到他的手上。至于这件事究竟会如何落幕，
I'll put him on the same team as Lycion. That's what I'm saying. Although I don't think I have Lycion right now, but I could get him for free for my standard pulls. So I forgot to do my pulls, huh? Whatever.
失主会带领我。
The video abruptly comes to an end.
之前卡米尔居然真的是在销毁深轨休眠体。
I see you never mentioned this before.
这样的话，卡米尔之前的行为就说得通了。但这些事为什么雨果从没跟我们说过？雨果，他……
玲，莱卡恩有紧急的事情，希望现在能通话联络一下。
I'll Lycion first.
那先接通莱卡恩的电话吧。
Let's patch him in. Let's patch him
上
in.
将阁下，十分抱歉突然打扰，但我们刚刚得知，拉文洛克家族今晚会举办一场晚宴，且此次晚宴难得允许家族内部的人邀请一些合作对象共同赴宴。
I love dinner. You know, funny story, guys. It's actually not that funny. But there's like a really big CryptoCon or crypto convention right now in Toronto. It's like a really big one. Although I will say like con probably makes more sense. I had the opportunity to go today. And I was really tempted to. I was really tempted to just like, I don't know, stream earlier in the day so I could go in the afternoon just to like steal their free stuff and eat food. You know, they probably have food there, right? I imagine it's like a big like rich people thing. And so like they probably have like snacks, right? Funny story time. Yeah, I don't know. I think crypto is kind of interesting, you know? But I had the opportunity to go pretty much for free. So I was really tempted. I just don't think... I think I would kind of hate it though, you know? My parents were like, oh yeah, latte, you know? Heckin'... Sorry. I'm getting like a nauseous reaction to saying the name. My parents were like, yeah, latte. There's a certain... Eric Trump who was there last night. Yeah, so I don't know, I don't really want to be associated with that, but let it be known to you guys, I would have really liked to eat the rich at that convention, you know, to grab so many free samples that they made a net loss. I mean, they probably still make a loss on this, like it's a marketing thing, but you know, for events how they lure you in. Well, but it's free stuff, you know, and I would love to have free stuff personally. You probably take your information before you could eat, sadly. Man. Yeah, that's pretty correct. Everyone hates him and his dad. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm kind of like, frankly, I'm kind of offended that he chose to come to Toronto, alright? Frankly, like, that's kind of offensive. I don't know. But, well, yeah. So, there were, like, I did say that they had, like, dinners and stuff, and I am a little curious, alright? Because, like, the con ends at 4. and they have like after parties and stuff afterwards, and you just have to RSVP in order to go. And they never say like, it's just like, oh yeah, we're having an after party at this location on this VIP lounge, and I was just like, is it like sponsored, or is it just like, oh yeah, everyone's gathering here, right? Is the meal sponsored by someone, or is it just like, oh yeah, we get to come here and say hi? I don't know. I kind of chickened out though. I chickened out, but that keeps telling you guys that US's 51st date. I think that's so weird. I think that's just so weird, man. I don't know. Like, how do I say? This is like, it speaks to me as though someone has not understood or researched at all the like, you know, the history of like politics and all that. But you know, what's it to me, right? What's it to me? It's a distraction. It probably is. Like, if you see enough insane stuff, people will stop fact checking you about everything. All right, that's kind of how it is. If you lie in every breath you take, then they can't possibly fact check it all, because it makes it takes too much time. All right. So, yeah. Anyway, let it be known that I wanted to scam some crypto bros today. That would have been really fun. That would have been my highlight of the week, you know? Whole family crypto grifters. Yeah. I don't know. I think I have a lot of strong feelings about politics right now. But seeing as I'm going to the US in the near future, I probably should hold off on my opinions till afterwards, so I don't, like, you know, get held at the border, you know? Yeah. There's that made it the heck up is words to live by. Honestly, that's what I'm using. That's how I cite all my sources. When I write an essay, yeah. When I write a research paper, yeah. Sources I made it up. Anyway.
由于哈特曼近期身处舆论漩涡，拉文洛克家族内有些人蠢蠢欲动，想借此机会取而代之。
Better know the lyrics to YMCA or oh shoot, why what's the next letter? Q?
市长之前放出过一些假消息称，有一位继承了大笔遗产的年轻富商有意寻找一位老牌家族内部的合作人。这个消息吸引到拉文洛克家族内名为伯顿的年轻人。
你们希望我装作这个继承遗产的年轻富商，接触伯顿，然后混入晚宴？
Yeah, maybe it looks like a Burton to me.
正是如此，并且哈特曼办公的书房也在那个宅邸内。
Yeah, she looks like a Burton.
如果能潜入哈特曼的书房，或许能找到些有价值的信息。
Baby.
那我需要做什么吗？
您可以作为合作者的女伴一同入场。
Yeah, that'll work.
女伴，法东大人，请务必与薇薇安一同前往。
That's so funny, actually. Let's listen to that again.
女伴，法东大人，请务必与薇薇安一同前往。
I like how when she goes to like full fangirl mode, she kind of like loses that like very proper girlish aura to her. Like this line delivery is very much like seeing your Oshi for the first time.
升降阁下，薇薇安小姐似乎很需要您的陪同，不如……
法厄同大人存在的本身就是对薇薇安最大的帮助。
Let's go together.
好啦，既然薇薇安都这么说了，那我就一起去吧。
I really want to like pull on her ears. I feel like I say this every time she comes onto my screen, but it's like, man, look at those ears, right? Like, wouldn't it be like really like satisfying to like pull on them just a little bit, right? To feel like the pliableness, right? Pliability, supple ears, you know?
那我把和伯顿碰面的时间地点发给你们。如果遇到危险，请务必直接撤离，或者联络我接应你们。
Like I bet they would like bounce, just nibble on the tip of it. God.
祝二位今晚一切顺利。
Get in contact with Bert. Oh, sorry. You get in contact with Bert. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything else to look for? Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I don't let any evildoers get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for her mission too. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. That's just a last minute studying. Yep, I'll go over the key details with you as we watch the tape. There's some last minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet before your mission at night. Before you know it, evening is arrived. Do we even have outfits for this occasion? She's hitting on us? No. I'm sure she knows. She knows the boundary between fan and like friend. We're currently barely at the edge of friend. She's still in friend like fan territory. God, I can't say words at all today. She's still very much in fan territory, like idolization vibes.
Lord Phaethon, Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet?
I'm ready, and then
I'll meet up with Burton first to make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way.
Man. Vivian heads up first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying all is good. Let's go meet up. We really should not be going to a formal dinner like this, though. Like, Belle, I don't know. Like, do you have anything? Does she even have a closet? Oh my god. I just realized. I don't think she has a closet. She has, like, drawers. But I don't even think they're dressers. You know, like, lockers, maybe? I guess you could put your clothing in lockers. I don't know. Damn. Girl only has one set of clothes. Take a shower as well. Yeah, you know, we've never been in her washroom. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, like, the Phaethon siblings' washroom, like, I think is completely inaccessible. So we've never been in there. Which means, like, it's entirely plausible that they've just never showered. Because, like, if we can't access it, right? It must mean that they just never showered, right? Hi, Burton. Of course she can't dress herself. Yeah. Ms. Denshi, this is...
Is something the matter?
What I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. Her Bangbus clean the bathroom? Yeah, but they don't clean her.
The Ravenlocks can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests just a +1, are you?
Of course not. As you're an important companion, Miss Vivian, you are also my honored guest. Let us be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there we shall take a speedboat to the manor. Whatever. About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall. Manor. I've never said the word. I've never said that word before. I've only read it in books. So I literally don't know how you would say it. He also has pointy ears and red eyes, and blonde hair.
我愿意来到这个晚宴，就是我的诚意。
班西小姐，我并不喜欢装腔作势的合作者。
I do like when she's pretentious, though.
你们拉文洛克家族的做派我很清楚。我若是空手而来，想必今晚我甚至走不出这个宅邸大门。我既然同意与你同来，且还带上了我重要的女伴，自然是我最大的诚意。
I do like what she says, most precious companion, because like in CN, the insinuation is like, how do I say? Because in CN it specifies gender, you know, and it's like.
班西小姐说笑了，我怎么会限制你们二位的人身自由呢？
是不是说笑？你我都很清楚。
I do like
我
that.
甚至比在场大部分都清楚，拉文洛克家族是怎样发家的。
Oh shoot!
我也很清楚，哈特曼出了那么大的丑闻，依旧还是掌权人。
不如班西小姐说说看呢？
称颂会、祝福、生鬼蓝灯。
你是从哪里知道的？不对，你究竟是谁？
Incredible.
别这么紧张，如果我没记错，现在是晚宴时间吧？我和我的女伴有些饿了，你们的待客之道就是让客人饿着肚子吗？
I do like when she has this like facade of being super cool. She's too smart. Yeah, I think this like Gap Moe is really intense with her, and I'm a big fan. I love Gap Moe. I think everyone with Gap Moe is really cool.
或许我们吃饱了，就会想起来，生鬼究竟被藏在哪里了。
你知道哪里有生鬼？
You
怎
know?
么样？我们现在可以先去吃些东西了吗？以及，我也很期待你会为我准备一些与其他客人不同的特殊餐后甜品。
I also just like her eyes. I don't know. She's really pretty.
你想知道的
I
事
love
情，
girls.
我们可以一边品尝甜品，一边聊。
Obviously for a lack of roundness. I think she's plenty round. It's just hidden.
自然，我怎么会让重要的客人饿着肚子谈事情呢？
Obviously, like how her round face is hidden behind that curl of hair. That is also round, mind you.
至于餐后甜品，我会去亲自准备，保证会让班西小姐满意。
I don't like a smile though. I like girls too. They're the best. Girls are so cool,
晚些
man.
时候我会再来找你们。
I
祝
do
二位
like me
玩得
some
开心。
girls. Burton hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
跟这种人打交道也太耗费心神了。
Cute, man.
真不知道雨果以前是怎么受得了的。
What do you mean by dessert? You totally said like a little lady just now.
薇薇安刚刚提到的餐后甜品是指什么？我之前和雨果学过一些，在这个场合提到餐后甜品，是指要求对方在你喝醉前谈的意思。
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
还好哈特曼那个老狐狸生怕丢掉自己手里的权利，生鬼休眠体已经被销毁，以及生鬼核心是假的这些事情，他肯定能死死瞒住家族里的其他人，不然那个伯顿也不会这么轻易就愿意去准备加码的东西。
She is smart. I want to like squish her.
法厄同大人，趁晚宴开始人最多的时候，我们偷偷去找一下哈特曼的书房在哪里吧。
I really want to like, I want to grab her cheeks really bad. Stick to the plan.
我刚刚已经观察过附近的地形了，等人再多一些，我们就从宴会厅角落的门进入花园。
Smart and a yapper. That's my favorite combination of traits.
我会跟紧法厄同大人的。
According to the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking into the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened.
这是不是有点太顺利了？
Let's contact Lycion.
这座宅邸的外围守卫十分严格，内部松懈一些也是有可能的。不过以防万一，我和莱卡恩说一下吧。外面有人接应，更保险一些。
Top priority is the investigate office.
查一下哈特曼最近的合作往来，或许会有线索。确实，虽说之前他送给蒂娜的核心是假的。
Let's split up.
那我们分头行动。
You and Vivian search through Hartman's office for a while but find nothing. Just then, a footstep suddenly come from outside, and a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk.
两位客人，是拉文洛克家族晚宴的餐食。
Why does Burr have a gun?
以至于两位贵客需要来我这小小的办公室找吃的。还不肯出来吗？也是，毕竟这是你们最后的时间了。伯顿那个蠢货，动了不该动的心思，上了市长的圈套，但没想到啊，居然阴差阳错的把你们带来了我的地盘。
Eh?
这么说来，我还要谢谢他，不然我还要大费周章的想办法除掉你们。薇薇安、法厄同，记得替我向雨果带一句问候，就说拉文洛克家族的财富和权力，就由我全部收下了。
No, I see why they got caught now. It's Vivian's a hoagie. You see that thing? It sticks up like a sore thumb. You can totally see that behind the desk. Arm raises his gun, aiming at the desk. There's no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
我的子弹怎么？
Bro stole the bullets from his gun? There you go.
亲爱的叔父，我们之间何必这么生分？
有什么要说的话，直接告诉我就好。
Those two giant drills, yeah, it happens. I also want to lick it. What?
余国，不可能，你不是已经？
叔父，拉文洛克家族的人向来不达目的不肯罢休。我还没有把您从高位上拽下来，怎么会早早退出这一局呢？
Yeah, buddy, whatever you say.
威力肮脏的私生子，只会耍这些小把戏。
小把戏。
His hand looks pretty grabbable here. I don't know. I want to like, I don't know, something about the way his ring is. I want to like yank his thumb off. I bet it's detachable.
或许你想听听看，我利用伪装死亡这个小把戏，都做了些什么吧，我亲爱的叔父。
Yo, Hugo's Sienna is hot. Listen. Actually, you don't need to listen. You just need to listen to him. Listen to him talk. You definitely got better, I guess. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Vampire shenanigans, I don't get it. I'm willing to take it.
最后的结局不会枉费这一场假死的戏。
Go to where like yo, that yaoi shot. Oh my god.
为了假死不让哈特曼起疑，之前做的太过，吓到店长了。
I
找时间
really
要认真道个歉。
I really like the texturing that they did on his outfit. Like, I know they did a bit of remodeling on his face, but also his like outfit modeling is really like fun. I can't really see well, but I guess I'll do like this.
道歉时带上来砍吧，毕竟他也是从犯。
He's a partner in crime? I'm sorry. Oh, buddy. Yeah, no, I think the modeling work on him is clean. I like it. That tie, the way that like it glimmers in the lighting, pretty cool. I like the folds of his pants too, right? And like the subtle shadows on his shirt. It's well done. They made him pretty attractive. What can I say? Sorry, I got lost. Although, I don't know, the thing about not wearing the arm is a little silly. Those pants, the belt is purely cosmetic. Yeah, happens. Dude, I guess it's because his... Dude, it's because his waist is so thin that he doesn't need a belt to hold it up. That's crazy. It's like that one meme. It's just like, oh yeah, like, what's it? It's like, what do you need a waist that thin for other men to grab it?
你迟到了。
Oh, shoes are also really shiny.
总得给我一些时间休息一下吧。
Shiny, shiny shoes. Look at them. Wow. Woo, you. That's why he has two sets of buttons. I mean that too, yeah. Damn, his figure is insane. And he doesn't even have a corset like Lycaon. Do you see Lycaon? Lycaon has a corset at best. Like, that's why his waist is so thin. Hugo just has it naturally. That's kind of insane. That's kind of insane, no? Kind of insane. I miss the
那你
scarf.
休息的时间
Yeah.
比我想的还要久一些。
I can see that. The scarf was pretty cool.
莱卡恩，你是不是太高看我的身体素质了？
I like this art though. This art, let's take a moment to admire it. That's pretty good.
不过，谢谢你的配合。别的不说，你的演技确实进步了不少。
The vampire has to be the thin / lanky one. I'm just saying, you know, the fact that they went full werewolf vampire yaoi is pretty peak.
怎么？你看起来好像很生气，你应该高兴才对。我们不是才刚刚进行了一场完美的配合吗？
Yo!
骗过了在场的所有人。
Yo, I just realized, heckin' Hugo has like 4 piercings in 1 year. You see that? Oh, I can't use my cursor now, but like, that's crazy.
谢谢你的愚蠢的伪装。
很高兴你还记得我们曾经约定好的暗号，感谢你这么多年来都没生疏的障眼法。啊，对了， 还得感谢我胸口藏着的血袋和其他道具。
Other props, man.
你还记得上次我们用到这种把戏是什么时候吗？应该是很久很久之前了吧？
有时候我真的搞不懂你。
Sorry. The way they write these two is... Also, I'm Megan and stays there forever. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
你有没有想过，如果我没听懂那句暗号，如果我就是不想配合你，又或者我只是单纯没控制好力度，你会怎么样？
Like, the fact that, like, outwardly they hated each other and then they were angry and they bickered every time they were on screen together, but still having, like, this implicit trust that is, like, so... that, like, I guess, like, stays with them even after their separation, right? That's, like... that's pretty good.
你会听懂的。当然，如果情况真的有变，我也有另外的计划。 你应该不会自大到认为我会把一切都赌在你身上吧
And beyond that, it's also just like the reason Lycaon's mad here is because he's worried that he would hurt Hugo, right? And like we always knew that Lycaon's big softy at heart, and he's like a nice guy, and he really like not respects Hugo. I don't know. He does respect Hugo, but it's like I don't know. It's like this entire feeling of protectiveness because he doesn't want Hugo to be so self-destructive, whereas Hugo is, I mean, I don't know, he just trusts Lycaon to not hurt him, I guess. I mean, not enough to not make backup plans, obviously, but still. I'm not reading that one out loud. But that is yaoi. That is some yaoi right there.
疯子。
I think it's kind of awesome that, like, okay, one of my early complaints about Zenless was I felt like the character interactions weren't deep enough, right? They weren't like... I didn't feel like they were very solid. Like, a lot of the earlier interactions, I was like, yeah, Anbi and Nicole being, like, found family is kind of cute, but we didn't really know a whole lot about that. Like, I guess what that meant, I guess. Right? And for a long time, it was like, oh yeah, like, there's no really good, like, ships, I guess, in Zenless, right? And then they gave us Peak Yuri with Astrolin, and then they gave us Peak Yaoi with, I don't know what their ship name is. Like how you go? Like, I don't know, that seems really weird.
谢谢夸奖。
所以你做的这一切目的到底是什么？如此大费周章抹杀掉自己的存在，一定不是为了躲在这里和我叙旧吧？别想糊弄过去。我既然已经帮你做了这些事，你必须告诉我真相。
别着急嘛，我接下来的计划里也有你的位置，当然会把一切都毫无保留地告诉你的。
No, because
简单来说
the etiquette for the ship is that the top is the first name in the ship name, you know? And I just don't see Hugo dying in this relationship. Like I think there is one. I just can't say it because it's really hard to say. It's like Leica part of Lycaon, and then the Hugo part of Hugo, something, I don't know.
在现在的局势里，不管是作为雨果维拉德，还是作为反蛇鸟，我都必死无疑。
看来你招惹了不少仇人。
Like Hugo, yeah, maybe, I guess. Like Hugo, I don't know.
我用拉文洛克族人的身份和艾德蒙谈判，得到了 TOPS 的资源，用以支持后续的计划，同时再次确认了他们对你的主人梅弗劳尔家族的态度。
梅弗劳尔。
我用反蛇鸟的身份和哈特曼交易，以此了解他们和称颂会残党合作的详情。布林格遗物相关的信息就来自他们。啊，顺带一提，你亲爱的市长大人收到的那封犯罪预告函也是我递的。
It's also really interesting seeing these two side by side because you have like the old modeling philosophy and the new modeling philosophy back to back, right? Like, one thing I think is really interesting about Lycaon's design is he has like those little like cartoon like comic lines, I guess, on his 3D model to indicate like scratches or whatever, or maybe just like texture. Whereas Hugo's is very much like more, I guess, cleanly modeled. It's interesting.
他应该已经查出来了吧？虽然不知道有没有告诉你就是了。
市长大人通过一些私人手段听闻生鬼袭击的风声，但缺少一个契机正面采取行动。那封预告函就是这个契机。
你还没有笨到无可救药的程度，这真令人高兴。
His glove is so shiny. Oh my god, do you see that?
总而言之，我的情报之所以比你们都灵通，就是因为我一直周旋于这些大人物们之间。但也正因如此，我总得付出一点代价。这很公平，纸终究是包不住火的。比起小心翼翼玩火自焚，不如任由它燃烧。
当我陪你演戏，在大家面前杀了你的时候，你也是故意把那颗生鬼核心留给哈特曼的。
效果很显著，对吧？现在所有势力的目光都从我身上转移到了哈特曼身上。除此之外，还有最重要的一点，薇薇安和法厄同，我必须把他们和我自己和反蛇鸟切割。
You're so right. You're so right.
虽然当时的情况非常对不起法厄同大人，只有这样，他们才能安全，才能顺利推进接下来的计划。
我看到了。你一直是用刀背对着圣将阁下的。
I feel like wasn't there a point where he was like threatening the proxy? Am I crazy?
所以，你当时所说的那些话也都是
我要把手弄脏，我要背负罪孽，我要成为深渊。
Repeating your truly heckin' monologue in front of the only person you. I mean, I know not the only person. He's actually got a.
当然是骗你们的，演戏而已。你知道的，我的演技向来都很好。
I hate games where they have a guy be an actor, man.
雨果，你冒着巨大的风险做这一切，究竟是为了什么？
我要说为了正义，你信吗？但很可惜，并不是。我要对拉文洛克家族进行复仇。我要像捕食者玩弄猎物一样，狠狠玩死那个无恶不作的哈特曼。
I really sorry. I also like his mouth movements. I think that they're so cool. I was saying this Legion early in Zenless, the way that they model his mouth, because like the canid mouth isn't really meant for expressing the emotions that we humans do, so they have to do like some like, you know, unique stuff. But they do it well with Legion. Sorry.
当然，我也答应
But also Hugo's good enough too.
要帮他调查称颂会的事，只是因为这些而已。
Overgrown theater kid. Absolutely.
你看起来不太对劲，是因为伤口吗？
不，这是我接下来要解决的第一个问题。莱凯恩，你知道哪里有足够隐秘、安静，且不容易被破坏的空间吗？
Like it leads you to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. He looks quite pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on a chair, pulls out some rope, and ties himself up! Are we getting CG for this? Or like a cutscene?
你究竟打算做什么？
Okay. Yeah, alright, buddy.
别担心，这可不是什么特殊癖好。
He's so dramatic, man. He's so over dramatic. Dude. Why is Lycion dripping wet? Look, this didn't even try to hide it. Dude, you know what? You know what though? I'm glad it happened to Hugo and not to Vivian. I'm glad that Vivian has this like very pristine image of like innocence, I guess. And then Hugo's the one who's being like Horda. This goes we can go kinky. Yeah, that's why they decided to also make Lycan like soaking wet.
哈特曼最近获得了一种诡异的药物，多半是称颂会那些疯子教给他的。使用后，这些药可以在一定程度上操控人的心智。
Okay, but why'd you tie yourself up, buddy?
你被下药了。
Oh.
严谨一点，莱卡恩，是我故意允许哈特曼在我的杯子里下了这种药，为了促成之前和他的交易。
Because like what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman, the only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this, because he had drugged the liquid. how do you tie both his hands? I don't know. You see his pointy ears, his vampire ears? Surprisingly versatile if you put your mind to it. Only the 18 for the epilogue. Dude, how do I say this, right? I played Tears of Themis, the literal actual dating sim that they made, right? And it's less horny than this. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug to Hugo's cup and then ask questions, attempting to glean information.
在意识到这件事之后，我很快找人研究了这种药的成分。好消息是，可能是怕我察觉到异样吧。哈特曼给我下的剂量很低，服用另一种药剂就可以推迟它的发作效果，让我不至于真的被控制。只需要在我亲爱的叔父面前装个样子就行。坏消息是，目前还没有解药。
Awesome.
而那些被我强行推迟的药物效果，会在身体的承受度达到极限之后集中爆发，那有可能会摧毁我的心智。
My goodness.
这个时间点就是现在，我需要熬过几倍剂量的药效。
My goodness.
所以接下来的一段时间，我会把自己关在这个房间里，捆住手脚，是为了防止我忍不住把这里砸穿，又或者是不小心自残。
Wouldn't it be awesome if during this time Lycion became Hugo's private, personal dude? Because you don't know how long it'll take, and so Lycion has to be the one to bring him food and stuff, which means and Hugo can't use his hands right now, so that means you have this you get the scene where Lycion's feeding Hugo. That's all I wanted to say.
总之，当你离开这里之后，无论听到什么动静，都不要打开这扇门。
Or I guess he'll starve.
我建议你寻求专业医生的帮助。
这就是我寻求专业医生之后得到的建议，还是说你不相信我能熬过去？所以，莱卡恩，按照预定的时间来这里找我吧。你只需要笑着迎接我的胜利。
如果我想要阻止你呢？
你知道的，就像之前很多次那样，你不会成功。好了。 我的时间并不算多，开始吧。
我知道了，别死啊，混蛋！
After ending who knows how long, after reducing the endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The rope that had bound him had become undone, though he didn't know when that had happened. Hugo choked himself over. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. He's so tired and ties himself up and opens the warehouse door.
只是。 因为药效还没过吗？莱卡恩那家伙竟然迟到了，还是说时间出问题了？
I like this shot. The way that it looks is very cool.
那边好像有人，过去问问情况吧。
They act like I'm about to morb. This wall is gone. Dude, he looks so tall like this. What the heck? Has he always been that tall? Yo, is that Robin? It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. You made it. Endured for so long, all those years of planning. I was so close. He already agreed. You, go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell me he'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. Oh, I don't want to see you now. I can't go and see him. Mother.
都是你的错。要是我没有生下你就好了。
Well, one sees a distorted hatred and the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who distorted her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child. Mother of the Year. I love when mothers are crazy. I think we should allow wrathful motherhood. Yeah. There's like this too long has there been the stigma of women having to provide for their children and be doting and caring. We should let mothers all go crazy, crash out once in a while.
对了，只要你去死就好了吧。
只要你死了，他就还会回来，我们会再有一个孩子，一个更完美的，继承了拉文洛克家族血统的孩子。
Eat the baby? Yeah, just into the ocean, you know, no one will notice. No one will notice. It's so easy.
到那时候，我就能摆脱这种痛苦的生活了。所以，雨果，为了妈妈的幸福，你去死好不好？
Raises a hand to reveal a pair of scissors. The tips gleam. Scissors, girl. That's not gonna do that a lot. It'll be really annoying, actually. With the rest of the sharp point to her Hugo's paler eyes. Then she suddenly vanishes as if she had never existed at all.
原来我还没有醒过来啊！
是因为你根本就不想醒来吧
Sorry, that's really funny. Hey, Robin is just demon.
你是谁？
Using the fastest living to stop Chinese soaps. Real.
我就是你，藏在你内心最深处的、最真实的你。
Sorry, this is really funny. It's me. I am the true you.
你其实很想杀了他
Yeah, exactly.
那个名义上的母亲。
What I say. Target Trinity Eater Demon.
在他每一次毫无理由毒打你的时候，在他想要亲手刺下你眼睛的时候，在他狂笑着把你卖给那个地狱的时候
Are you scared
都
yet?
想亲手杀了他。
This is the most scared I've ever been.
为什么不承认自己的憎恨呢？现在的你完全有能力找到他，然后杀死他。为
Tells China that he isn't you.
我恨他愚蠢又浅薄，贪婪又短视，恨他不配当一个母亲。他不择手段攀上了拉文洛克家族，以为这样就一劳永逸，于是他选择责怪我，怪我异色的眼睛，怪我的存在本身。但我不会杀死他，因为我知道这改变不了任何东西。
Damn.
他没有能力爱我。
你是被那条狗传染了吗？事到如今还要咬牙装作宽容大度的样子。
Magnanimous.
别
What a
拿
good
我和那
word.
家伙相提并论，我只是想明白了一些事。爱也好，恨也罢，都是我的选择。
在把你卖给拉文洛克家族之后，他得到了一大笔钱。他用那笔钱开始了自己新的人生。
Yo, I mean, we take
但那
those.
里没有你，在他肆意享乐的时候，你正在拉文洛克的那座大宅子里。你不为此感到痛苦吗？你不恨吗？你不想要质问凭什么吗？杀了他，只有杀了他，你才能得到真正的解脱。
在过去的很长时间里，我都是这么想的。但现在啊，我想做些不一样的选择。
I don't really get why they bought him though. That's what I'm saying. I hated this kid.
别自己骗自己了，你根本就没有选择。这种弱者的思维方式只会让你一事无成，像之前一样，
Worm.
被那些上等人们踩进泥地里，低贱如草芥。
I bet his mom wouldn't love him if he turned over.
你还没明白吗？这个世界向来如此，不践踏别人就会被践踏，不率先提起刀就会沦为被刀所伤的人。而你想要改变这些，就得先成为制定规则的人。就像那个女人，她之所以能如此对待我们，只是因为那时候的我们太过弱小而已。所以听我的，找到那个女人，杀了她，向这个世界证明你的强大。
I'm not gonna lie.
得的。
This inner demon monologue is kind of hilarious. He was like, yeah, no, I mean, like, it doesn't really make a difference if I kill her now, so, like, why bother? And then inner demon's like, but you gotta kill her. You gotta prove it. You gotta prove you're stronger than her. You gotta prove you're stronger than this lady who doesn't even, like, you know how to love herself.
你根本不需要原谅任何人，他们不配。
Like, I forget him. He was like, I don't.
我没有想要原谅他们，或者说，我并没有那么在乎他们。你知道吗？或许我恨得最深刻、最绵长、最无法宽恕的人，从来都不是别人，而是当时那个弱小的、无能为力的，只能躲在衣柜里默默哭泣的自己。
Yeah, that's right. This seems about right.
我恨自己没有力量，也没有勇气反抗。我恨自己即使被那样对待， 却依然卑微的祈求着至亲的爱。
But you know who?
那就是你。
But you know who would love you? You know who would love you? If all you ever wanted was love, you know who would love you?
所以，我原谅你，我原谅自己。你会后悔的。
You'll regret this one. Sorry, that's really funny.
无论再说多少漂亮话，你终究还是会回到这里，回到我的面前。
Yeah, that's sick though. A certain fluffy kicky boy. Yeah. Man. Could you imagine how like nice it would be to hug like Heion? God. Just like really warm and like soft, right? Man. Sorry. After intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. Wait, we already read this. Had come down at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Turns the tire, ties himself up, and he opens the warehouse door. Guess who's there this time?
还是幻觉吗？
God dang it. They bang with such an odd decision. I think it's a little funny.
又该出现哪些家伙了呢？
Wait. Now that we're getting like a nice good view at his like ponytail.
雨果哥哥，我们来玩捉迷藏吧。我已经藏好了，你会找到我的，对吧？就像之前的每一次一样。
塞蕾娜。
I was gonna say I like his ponytail. The way it's styled is really cool. And it represents the way she tells him childhood, so looking childish is fine. I think maybe the reason they decided to use the Bang Bros representation is that Hugo modeled Robin after himself, and that's why he sees Robin like maybe he made Robin at like the darkest point of his life, and then like that's why. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny regardless. It's a little hard to take seriously. When you have to open your eyes to do it, it's kind of just like natural shocked expression. I don't know.
你找错地方了。
What the heck?
塞蕾娜躲在一个更隐秘的地方呢，比你之前加入的地方还要难找。
No, they put her into a teddy bear. They made Serena into a marketable plush.
你觉得塞蕾娜
No.
为什么非死不可呢？
是因为我。
对啊，是因为你，都是因为你。如果没有
Awesome.
你就好了，没有你的话，塞蕾娜就不会变成这样了。
Anyway, what a nice view that is over that boat. Isn't that so cool looking? Yeah, I think that's awesome. The way that Hollow like listens in this like really spooky kind of atmospheric vibe. That's so cool, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. I love this kind of psychological horror. I think it's so fun. Sorry, the cat with his filter is so bad. It's really funny. Anyway, hello. What's over here? Dude, it's the chair again.
塞蕾娜也不在这里
Another
了
marketable plushie. Chromatic aberration has two
雨
exact.
果哥哥，你竟然找了这么久都没找到塞蕾娜，
I want to aberrate that chromaticism.
你已经忘记我了吗？
我没有忘记。
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy talk.
塞蕾娜会原谅你的，还会像之前一样对你好。
Yeah, yeah. Just as
塞
before.
蕾娜是那些孩子里唯一对你好的人，对吧？
是。
那为什么好人却没有好报呢？
That's satisfying watching ponytail.
反而得到了恶果。如果你告诉我，这到底
Whoa, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to look at your butt like that while you're going through all this. My bad, dude.
雨果哥哥，你是迷路了吗？回之前的地方看看吧。塞蕾娜给你准备了惊喜啊！
Oh my god, it's Robin! Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, oh my god. Inner demon. What a cruel bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard. Lady Serena's so nice to him. Yet he... How does he have the nerve to stay in this house? He shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy, lowly blood. The worst of his life, you're ogling him. Happens. Chris is an insult to encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen... Ooh, that's a cool audio effect. The mockery and enraged form a wave that crushed through him, threatening to drown him. And that, as the cacophony reaches its peak, it goes silent. The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive, as if time stood still with only his rapid heartbeat echoing.
我说过的，你终究还是会回到这里。
Hey, little guy.
又见面了，我的朋友。
My friend.
都说了，我就是你，是你始终不愿意承认的另一个自己。
I will say, I think this kind of section is a little bit corny.
我当然知道。
A little bit.
这一次
是啊，你同父异母的妹妹，也是拉文洛克家族里唯一对你友善的孩子。
Even I respect this kind of like a self-forgiveness plotline.
可惜，正是她的善良让她死于非命。
He's so similar to Aventurine. I can see it, yeah, with having like a sister that he cares about and then died.
是因为我。
And then they feel like it's their own fault kind of vibe. It's just like Aventurine came into richness and then Hugo is born into it, kind of.
我不喜欢你这种把所有责任都揽在自己身上的行为，因为你的责任就是我的责任，我可不觉得这是我的错。
Nice hat. True, actually, I forgot about that.
母亲把你卖给了拉文洛克家族，而父亲看中了你的天赋，
Gangster
想要利
story
用
tells
你来
them
刺激
that.
那些孩子们竞争。
Yeah, happens. Happens, you know, happens.
我的那些兄弟姐妹们，从见到我的第一面
Shut yourself.
就想要除掉我。
Surely I won't meet my evil shadow shelf today.
在他们眼里，你和奴隶没什么区别，但塞蕾娜竟然敢把一个奴隶当作人来看待，这才是他必死的原因。
Yo, wait, also slave plot. Plot
试图
point.
杀死我很多次，但我很小心。
所以他们杀死了更加弱小的塞蕾娜，并把这一切都推到了你身上。那些残忍的恶童们以为这样就可以向父亲告状，顺理成章让你这个总是霸占排名的人滚出去。却没想到，父亲不仅没有责怪你，反而对你的行为大加赞赏。
在这个世界上，只有最狠心、最残酷。
你确实做到了。不是在那件事之后，你找了一个巧妙的机会，差点就把那个带头诬陷你的家伙活活打死。
I am like really noticing though how like a lot of the textures on Hugo are really shiny. Same with the Robin's like ear cuffs are really shiny.
你真该看看你当时的表情，那么痛快，那么狂热。
我不记得了。
Being unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into him again.
又开始了，你又想要逃避自己最真实的欲望了。
Yo, yeah, he's self-said. I did listen to Hugo's theme song, and the only reason I'm thinking about pulling for him is because I think his song is such a banger. I think his song is so good. They really cooked with that one.
明明你的内心早就无数次的质问自己，为什么这些作恶之人最终都没能得到应有的惩罚？
I also like
公平。
I also like the way that like real quote unquote real Hugo is all like shadowed in pink, and then the dark Evil shadow self. I can't say it with a straight face. Evil shadow self.
你分明就想要亲手撕碎他们，就像那一天，你一拳又一拳地打在那家伙的脸上，直到他的面容扭曲，直到那肮脏腥臭的鲜血染红你的双手。回忆起当时的畅快吧，你曾感受过的每一分怒火的释放，每一分仇恨的宣泄。
Second self sucks blood by another gutter. Yeah. Naturally. That's why his mouth's open.
他们都已经死了，我的那些兄弟姐妹们，我无
It's
法
like
对
an
一
old
群已死
Yu-Gi-Oh
之人
card.
复仇。
That's kind of crazy. Also, Hugo has so many piercings. Jesus Christ, this ear has 1, 2, 3, 4 piercings.
他们死在了哈特曼的手中，死在拉文洛克家族的继承人斗争里，而不是我们的镰刀之下。这未免太无趣了。
I feel like Hugo's ear would be a lot less yummy, like a lot less yummy than Vivian's.
是吗？我倒觉得这有趣的很。为了争夺继承权而残害至亲的恶童们，这怎么不是一种因果轮回的报应呢？争权夺利，亲亲相残，流着一样血液的人们却互相背叛、猜忌、反目成仇。
I do think it's a little funny how red they made like real Hugo.
简直像是写入拉文洛克家族血液里的诅咒一样。
Too higher in iron? Yeah, it's like leaching into his
发酵
ear.
的愚蠢。
Like stiffening. Like it cut all those rings if you bite it. Oof. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
别忘了，亲爱的，你的身体里流淌着和他们一样的血。
Yo, no way he just called himself Tinai though, like my dearly beloved. Looks like he's gonna make a banger king cover. That's pretty funny. As if prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman.
没错，我亲爱的侄子。
亲爱的。
不管你再怎么拒绝，你的体内也流淌着拉文洛克家族的血液。
Self-love is important, dude. I think it's really interesting that there's like this theme of like hating himself, but also like his evil shadow self calling him dearly beloved.
弱肉强食，适者生存。只有最强的值得活下来，只有最强的值得成为唯一的王。
I just realized they have the same tie. Oh my god, they're matching. Oh my god, twinsies.
这是拉文洛克家族被验证过无数次的成功之道，这是刻入你骨血的祝福和。
Can't say that with a straight face either.
只要活着，你就永远无法摆脱家族的烙印。终有一日，你会成为像我、像你父亲一样的人，这就是你的命。
Man, I hate generational trauma. Really do be like that sometimes.
你在害怕？你竟然害怕的发抖？为什么承认拉文洛克的血液让你如此恐惧？
我不会变成像父亲那样的人，绝对不会。
你当然不会成为像他们那样愚蠢的失败者。
That was really funny.
放轻松，我们有远比他们更强大的力量，更宏伟的目标。
Yeah, if you want to become evil, you'll become way more evil than your stupid father. What a loser.
所以不要否认你的欲望，不要抗拒你的野心，那是你与生俱来的天赋，是命运送给你最好的礼物。承认吧，你的内心埋着一枚火种，它早就迫不及待的想要点燃一场熊熊大火，将一切燃烧殆尽。
Yeah, we should make that prophecy come true by lighting Robin on fire.
我就是那颗种子。
Oh, see, exactly. I was right. After intense bout of dizziness, Hugo wakens in the dark warehouse. The webs that bound him had come undone at some point. He takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. I will say, I do like the pacing kind of this. Like the way that it's like
莱卡恩，
awesome.
我从来没有像现在这样感谢你的出现。
I do like the way it's like, oh yeah, you know, roll threes.
所以，这场不断轮回的噩梦，也该走到尽头了吧？
And now Lycan's gonna give him an earful. Yo, shoot! It's him again! Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs. They were all your fault. No, you are exactly like your father. Meh.
真不想从你口中听到这种话呀！
Hey, Jealous, good to see you again. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
你根本不知道那家伙，我的父亲，他到底是个怎样的人？
为了自己的利益和野心不择手段的人，就像你现在所做的一样。
你觉得我这么做是为了什么？
这一切都是你的计划。你早就知道拉文洛克家族的动向，所以把反射鸟的任务目标定在了那里。
I hope all is well. Things are pretty good for the most part. Yeah, I would say so.
为了复仇，你谋划了暗杀自己父亲的计划，但他太过警惕了，你没有成功。你的父亲逃过暗杀后，愤怒之极，将所有人都关在大厅里，却始终找不到暗杀者。
说来也巧，那时候周边刚好出现了空洞灾害。
Ooh,
于
spooky.
是，他决定把在场所有的生命孔都除掉。所以你口口声声杀死无辜人的，是父亲，不是我。
Ooh, spooky.
你明知道他这么极端的人会做出什么选择，所以你趁乱再次执行了你的暗杀计划。这次你成功了，你成功杀死了自己的父亲，代价是那些无辜人的命。
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Happens.
承认吧，雨果，你并不在乎其他任何人，唯一在乎的只有自己的复仇。这和你的父亲到底有什么区别？
I don't know.
到此为止吧，我累了。
I really like this kind of like thing that Hugo does, where, how do I say, he like puts up this mask around the people that he like cares about, right? How do I say? It's like this very like a trauma coping mechanism, right? And the people that you do have like strong feelings about start like, you know, saying things that you don't like to hear, you become like colder at them because you don't want to hear the, because you know you think they understand you. There's kind of I don't know. I think it's kind of angsty.
虽然我发自内心的厌恶那家伙的背叛，但他是不会这么说话的。
什么？
你根本就不是莱卡恩，你是藏在我内心最深处的
Read this too.
另一个我。
Me within me. He takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes like it's gone, but still that familiar figure without doubt he is still within an illusion.
我等你很久了，亲爱的。
My goodness. And also the fact that he like acknowledges and he understands what Legion's about within this, that's kind of awesome. Anthony the Robin, fight!
看来你已经习惯这里了，竟然反客为主。
Because he knows Legion, that's his guy, that's his husband, you know? He would know that Legion would never turn on him like that.
就像你说的那样，你就是我，我就是你，所以从来不存在什么客人和主人，我们终究是一体的，永远无法分离。
那你应该知道我想要说些什么。
Bro, haven't you talked enough?
在和莱卡恩决裂、被他误解的时候，你就像没长嘴一样，既没有否认，也没有辩驳。
Kind of avoidant attachment style kind of vibe. Already accepts it, yeah.
因为你发现自己的内心确实就是这么想的，只是你没来得及动手而已。
If this is Persona, we'd be done here.
有些人活
That's what
着
I'm
只
saying.
会给这个世界增加更多苦难，而杀戮是为了拯救，为了将公平还给这个世界。
That is murder that brings justice to the world? Uh-oh.
为此，我必须将双手染上鲜血。
没错，就像你甲子前所说的那样，那些话真的只是为了演戏吗？
Yeah, I'll stain these hands with blood by killing myself.
我必须先成为恶龙，拥有尖锐的爪牙、锋利的牙齿和摧毁一切的
Wouldn't that be
力量，
funny?
才有可能战胜它。
The way to escape from this illusion is like yeeting yourself off of the docks into the ocean.
你比谁都清楚，
we
这
get
些
to
都
this
是你的真心话。
the mistake? What's the mistake?
如果当时你没有犹豫，而是抢先一步抓住机会杀死了你的父亲，之后的一切就都不会发生了。无辜的平民不会死，你的搭档不会因为救人而失去一只眼睛和双腿，反射鸟也不会走到那个地步。
Damn, look at that verbal
你
abuse.
能救更多人，救下比你杀死的恶人要多得多的善人。
我确实曾经无数次的后悔过这件事。
所以，为什么不顺从自己的本心呢？你想要成为那个站在最高处审判一切的人。
Reference to the popular Persona 4 parody comic? Oh, okay, I see. Dang, I was like way past Persona 4's prime. I'm just really sad I don't know all the memes from the time.
父亲的死与我无关。那个案件真正的幕后主使者是我的叔父哈特曼，是他为了争夺继承权，设局暗杀了当时的领导者。反蛇鸟只是很不凑巧的被卷入其中。所以，对于像拉文洛克家族这样盘根错节的庞然大物来说，杀死谁都改变不了什么。当然 ，Tops 也好，梅弗劳尔家族也好，乃至整个世界，其实都是一样的。
H-I-I-I-M Daisy. Okay. I'll try to remember that for the end of the stream. I'll check it out later.
我不会再执着于这种无用的仇恨了。
I mean, he's so real for that.
你根本不知道憎恨的力量有多强大。我们不就是凭借着恨意才走到了今天吗？
You know, like 5-10 years, Atlas will surely start milking Persona 4 again. You're so right.
还是说，你也要认同莱卡恩和老杰克的那套歪理？得了吧，你其实并不相信任何人。
You don't actually trust anyone. Yeah, you're right.
你的假死计划为什么要瞒着他们？你的内心早就筑起了坚不可摧的高墙，把所有人都拦在外面。
Persona 4 comic and this top result. Oh, dang, really? That easy? Okay, I'll check it out later then.
当然
Persona 4
你说对
comic.
的这个世界上本就没有人值得信任。从始至终，你得到的都是来自血情的恨而非爱，是同伴的怀疑和轻而易举的背叛。
Dude, my boy is so edgy, dude. Come on, just calm it down a little bit, you know? It ain't that deep. Come
最
on.
可笑的是，你竟然希望他们能相信自己。
It ain't that deep. It's okay.
你
Happens.
渴望着，就算自己并不开口，他们也能察觉到你的痛苦。你渴望着同伴的理解和信任，这太愚蠢了。
Yeah, what about it, buddy? Doesn't everyone want to be loved and understood and trusted? Come on, let's
所
be
以
for
你
real.
无法做到纯粹的理由，你在意他们的安危，甚至胜过自己。
God forbid a man have empathy. Jesus Christ.
但别忘了，只有弱者才需要同伴。
Yeah, you can only be a real man if you I don't know, if you never develop any kind of emotional intelligence at all.
而我们是从深渊里爬出来的仇恨之子，我们和他们不一样。
Let's start using therapy speak of Hugo
不可
here.
能，也不需要
Never been to
像那些
therapy,
人
but
一
you
样
know, I could try. And this, my good sir, is what you call childhood trauma.
来吧，让我展示给你看吧。
Oh shoot, powers he can wield?
可你就是我呀，我是不可能，也无法输给我自己的。
We get to try out Hugo here, and we get to fight himself as himself. Wouldn't that be kind of fun? That'd be kind of fun, I think. Oh, cutscene. Never mind. Shadow Hoodie is also looking at it again. It's kind of funny. His hat! No! I surely won't make evil shadow self today, huh? Funny. Oh, nice. We are using him. EX special attack. It's or ultimate hits a stunned enemy. Total lies. Effect is triggered. Effect increases skill's damage multiplier depending on the enemy's remaining stun duration and the moment of activation. Triggering total lies. So it's snapshots. Triggering total lies. Hold on. Okay. Enemy will immediately recover from stun, and a certain amount of days will be inflicted on the remaining stun duration. Don't know why they just used him instead of Robin. That is kind of weird. Wow. Wow. Wait, his animation's kind of sick. Yo, his animations are sick, no? I saw a an image the other day. I saw an image the other day about like Hugo and Lycaon with like one of their moves and how they had like a really similar kicking move. So they had the same master, right? I think that's kind of awesome. Alright, stun. That's pretty cool. I think I whipped that dodge, actually. This atmosphere, like music, is really interesting as well. Yeah, it's too scared to face your true self, what you really desire. Scorpions are shambled and Murphy heavy and now Hugo. It's okay, Ellen's still cool. And people are getting a buff, right? I think Hugo's playstyle is also pretty interesting. Like, you get to like recover, like have the enemy recover from the stun from days. Look at him. You pulled Hugo's legend for her? Awesome. I respect it.
一直以来，谢谢你。
What is he holding there? Like a switch.
别怕，我会永远和你在一起。我也无法不和你一起。因
That
为
kick
你
is
就
very
是
like
我，
on vibes.
我就是你。
I do like his moves. I don't know. His moveset is kind of cool. His moveset is kind of cool.
不是漂亮话，我只是明白了，有些痛苦只有被看见、被接受，才会真正的消弭。
What does his ult look like?
所以，我不会再抗拒你了，我不会再厌恶自己了。
Okay, but I want to see his ult. Can I do that?
准备好，下跪了吗？
Yo, he's so edgy.
邪念、坚定、宽恕、正义，这些都是我。
Here's card. He only has one skill, huh? Only one version of it. Interesting. Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycan. I think his moveset is relatively simple compared to most of the rest of the cast, but they look cool and they feel kind of weighty in a nice way. Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycan.
结果，时间到了。
Louis tapping his feet. Louis, he looks anxious. His worry here? Why is he physically beat up?
吓到了。我熬过来了，是我赢了，不称赞我一句吗？我的好搭档。
Yo, his makeup? Dude, Hugo canonically wears makeup?
这场面，
Oh my god.
还真是和之前的梦里
Wait,
一模
that's
一样。
wait, that's peak. You guys saw like the eyeliner lines dripping down his face. Oh my god. I want to see that shot again. I want to see that shot again. Oh my god. That's awesome. I can't believe I can't believe the implication here is that, oh my god, I can't believe the implication here is that after he faked his death, Hugo went and got himself prettied up again, right? Put on makeup just to meet with Lycan. so you can get locked into this warehouse. Oh my god. Oh my god. Listen, right? I'm not saying like he had to do it for Lycion, right? You don't have to do makeup for a man, but I don't know. I'm just saying.
哟，钱搭档，你还是这么准时。
And he cleaned himself up again. Oh my goodness.
你确定你已经完全康复了吗？
That's kind of awesome, no?
你大可以和我打一架试试。
我不会对病号动手。
Also, I did like that scene. It's very yaoi pilled. Like Annabelle silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate.
这么贴心，真令人感动。还是说，这就是维多利亚家政的职业素养？
我怕你饿死在我面前。
He takes a coin after a moment of silence. He eventually eats it. I love chocolate
符
coins.
合口味吗？我应该买的就是之前那款。
He remembers the very end.
没事，我只是太久没吃东西了，稍微有点不适应。
Do not give Lycan chocolate. Oh my god, can you... He remembers the very end. That he will like...
不管怎么样，谢谢。
所以现在说说吧，在那间仓库里到底发生了什么？
发病而已，你还在期待什么？不过，我确实做了一个很长很长的梦，梦到了很多过去的事。硬要说的话，应该算是给自己做了一场心理训练。
Self therapy session.
我看你也挺需要的，怎么样？要预约吗？我很专业的。
Wait, this is cute.
看来你确实恢复了。
可不是嘛，我现在精神的很，足够和你掰扯一下过去那些事到底谁错的更多。
我其实之前就想问了，你在假死时候说的那些关于反射鸟的话，也只是在演戏吗？
Thanks to you, I really needed that. Yeah, thanks to you, Harvin, I finally am able to direct my own therapy sessions.
哦，你是指反射鸟从来没能改变什么，从来没能拯救什么那些？
I got my PhD in psychology actually as a result of that drug. Thanks.
没想到你还这么念念不忘啊，真有意思。明明当初是你选择背叛反射鸟，背叛我的。
Oh, they're bickering again.
就像我之前说过的那样，我从来不认为反射鸟是失败的，或许最后走偏了一些，但它一定是有价值的。你不该否认自己做过的那些事，不该否认反射鸟。
我确实认真思考过这个问题。是的，反射鸟帮助过一些人，也曾经切实的给那些为富不仁的家伙们造成了障碍。
This is a pretty good ship. This is pretty peak.
可那些身处高位的人，依然拥有庞大的资源，而被帮助的人，依然无法过好这一生，会为了一点利益，选择成为上位者的奴隶。
By the way, this is some really interesting social commentary, considering that I saw an article recently talking about how the quote-unquote bottom 60% of Americans can't make enough to afford a minimum standard of living. Just to mention, I don't know, bottom 60%. Yeah, really interesting way to say the majority, huh?
但就像你说的那样，即使我们曾经做过的事幼稚又漏洞百出，那么微弱又那么渺小，即使只有一点变化，也绝非毫无意义。对我来说，没有什么东西比反射鸟更有价值了。
Yo, this is so cute though. Like Hyun saying, like, I've always felt like Mockingbird has had its value and place in society and has been very important. He goes saying, like, the most important thing to me is Mockingbird. Oh my goodness. He goes stares into the breeze. Then the breeze lifts his golden locks. Sunlight glances off both his eyes.
好了，叙旧就到此为止吧。接下来我还有不少要做的事。
我以为你会先静养一段时间。
我倒是想，那我那亲爱的叔父。 还有称颂会的疯子，他们恐怕也不会给我这个机会。不出意外的话，鱼应该已经上钩了。如果足够顺利，我很快就能拿到拉文洛克家族犯罪的铁证。那么，感谢你这段时间的协助，钱搭档。
He grabbed the proxy.
我们就此别过吧。
Yeah.
我和你一起去。
莱卡恩，你不会是觉得我大病初愈，连那些废物们都打不过，才可怜我吧？
哈特曼的行为会严重影响新爱丽都的公共安全，我为市长效命，理应。
Can't believe they're breaking up already, man.
行，那我姑且信了。
After such a brief, blissful moment of domesticity. I can point out the lamps placed flat against their neck. Oh, okay. I didn't notice that detail.
走吧，希望你别拖我后腿。
But for that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So, you kick things off by approaching Edmund from the top's big shots. As you manage to sweet talk him. I am a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So, I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap without High Rulers, but that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. That security in there is no joke, so I had to leverage Tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. So it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction. The Lure and the Exaltist. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction, they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Wow. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly, I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltist. After that, you shot the crime warning letter to your mayor, giving us a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that's what I appreciate them spilling it out for me, but it's also like, man, there's a lot of dialogue here. Spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess. Then use a whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, and the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec, if that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Like, yeah, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. We really need to know just how five-eyed Hugo is. Yeah, the power of edgelordism and angst. Makes you really smart, trust me, I know. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have had his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. He wants him back! I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit chat. We got bigger things to deal with. He wants them back. Aww. Man, that's cute. Congratulations to the happy couple. I guess they're not nearly as happy as Astrolin was, though. This is very, very, very sad. Yowie. Astrolin was like really cute and fluffy.
最近拉文洛克家族旗下的公司有不少工人失踪。
It's really interesting that Hugo has like this like very much like forward backward vibe. I don't know, like the movement style of it is very interesting.
我并非不愿与你合作。
那些就是拉文洛克家族的人，他们身边的工人是被骗进空洞的受害者。哼！
They work so well together. Oh my god. Oh my god. The mayor's eating popcorn in the background. Happens. You can compare the kick now if you want. I think it's pretty out. I think it's plenty obvious that they have the exact same kick and how the worker is. But I'll look at it again. I'll emphasize it a little bit more. Thank goodness, someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So, could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they ran off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into going this hollow. They said they had a job with high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic after we got here. It didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors. They tied us all up and told us they were going to ship us off somewhere. They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? But it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group went that way. I see her. Here, take this carrot. There's an exit nearby. You should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager. You sure are eager. I wish I had a top man voice on them.
干掉他们！
你大可以来试试。
你，冻结这罪恶。
I can't believe there's just one guy that just didn't take any damage that entire time. Alright. Wait. Yo, the way he stops after running? Yo, wait. What the heck? Why are you sticking your hips out like that? Why are you... Sir? Why does he stick his hips out like that? Why does he do that? Oh my god. Dude. He loves his pocket. He really does. There's this K-pop idol I really like. There's like this whole like inside joke about how he keeps missing the pocket. And I'm glad that Hugo doesn't miss the pocket. I'm glad I'm glad he finds it every time. It's really interesting. Sorry, I'm just like watching animations. Oh. Anyway. That's that kick, right? Let's watch the Lycion do it. Which one is it? Is it N1? I think it is just N1. Yo! Wait, the way he puts his foot down so gracefully. Right, the way Hugo does it is kind of like, I don't know, provocative. The way Lycion does it is so graceful. Alright, look at him do it. Okay, I can't look at that anymore. My gosh.
这里也有被骗来的工人，人数还真不少。
Ah, I found you. I think I heard it somewhere. Alright. Go and tie the workers. Who are you? Your saviors. Thank you. Thank you. I had a bad feeling about the group from the start. I shouldn't have ignored my gut instinct. And I kick on opposite sides. Wow. 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 Did those Ravenlocks do something to you? Do anything? Oh, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else? Good. Oh, right, there was another batch of orcas ahead of us. They should be by the roof. Can't you just picture them kicking down that door together? Yeah. Don't worry, I'll handle it. You'd get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue.
这也和哈特曼的阴谋有关。
当然，他把这些工人们带进空洞，就是为了献给称颂会的家伙。真是巧啊！
Yo, wait, his butt is so defined. There's always more workers ahead. There always will be.
那边还有，我们赶紧过去。
这次的不太一样，先别忙着救人，听听他们在说什么吧。我还需要一些更直接的证据，才能保证计划万无一失。
你们之前说的酬劳都是真的吧？只要跟着你们进空洞，完成一些简单的工作，就能轻松赚到一大笔丁尼什么的，听起来真的很可疑啊。
Glad that they're not all men. The whole area is 95% construction. I mean, that happens, you know, when your city is slowly being swallowed up by a black hole in the middle of your city. It happens, you know, you kind of need to construct a lot of things.
你话也太多了，这一路上已经问了一堆问题，真要觉得可疑，你之前怎么还那么积极报名啊？
我也没办法，我女儿之前被卷入了空洞灾害，产生了严重的侵蚀反应，治疗的费用已经掏空了家底，我只能这么做了。
Yeah, happens.
我也是，家里老人生了重病，就等着这笔钱救命呢。要不是走投无路，谁会冒这么大风险进空洞做这种工作
Or just move. But we only have one city in this entire planet. Apparently, or continent at least.
就算有蹊跷，我也认了。只要最后能拿到钱，让我做什么都行，豁出这条命也行。
等等，你们可是拉文洛克家族的人 ，Tops 旗下的大公司应该不至于骗人吧？
哎，放心吧，承诺给你们的钱一分都不会少。不过在正式工作开始之前，你们需要先把这些药吃了。
Uh-oh. Here's my pulls out a bunch of white pills and gives one to each worker. Another Ravenlock family seems to be a bit doubtful and moves to whisper.
哥，我们要这么早就？
这批工人废话太多了，一直带着他们走太浪费时间，而且早让他们吃了也能早点结束，也算让他们早点解脱。
Yeesh. I just have some jet into the edge of the city, fly away with it. Oh my god, like Arknights, where they put wheels on the bottom of the cities so you can like move across the world to avoid the problems. You're so right.
什么？你们之前可没说过要吃药啊？
这可是好东西，能提升你们的以太士气。外面不少人想吃都吃不到呢。
没错，你们接下来要在空洞里工作好几个小时，这是必备的药物，只有吃了它，我们才能继续接下来的工作。要是不愿意的话，我们的合作现在就会终止。
Man, it really is like that, huh?
你们也就拿不到之前承诺的酬金了。
莱坎，你要做什么？当然是过去救下那些工人。那药片一看就有问题，绝对不能让他们吃下去。
现在去可不是个好时机。我说过的，还需要更加直接的证据。
Oh yeah, conflicting ideals. I love that.
不能利用这些无辜的人达成你的目的。我也说过的，在很多年以前。
原来你是这么想的。
如果你不希望我这么想的话，就向我解释清楚一切。
好吧，事情有点复杂。简单来说，这些工人们不会有事。
What？
当然，你可以选择相信我，也可以。但如果你现在要冲过去的话，我会阻止你。
我相信你。
Oh my god. Meanwhile, the workers have also made their decision. Except for the talkative worker, most of them already saw the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family member finally reveals his true nature, saying, "You didn't let you run," while forcibly shoving the pill into the worker's mouth. After clearly capturing everything, Hugo lets a sigh of relief.
好了，证据已经拿到了，现在我们可以尽情上去揍人了。
别忘了，
Yippee!
你欠我一个解释。
I love beating people up.
还有，不准真的把他们揍死，即使是拉文洛克家族的人也不行。
知道了，知道了。
You're holding the same like it.
你们是什么人？
Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm really excited about this.
我们是不是好久没有合作的如此顺利了？
Cause he's also fighting. But he's only 1v1ing a guy. Let's help him out. That's so cool. There you go.
腿，感觉如何？
Your legs, how are they feeling? Oh my god.
说老实话，我还是更喜欢你之前的战斗方式。
劫着罪恶，
比现在的很多了。
A lot more aggression.
我只是学会了控制力的而已。
狂欢开始了。
Listen, the way they fight
该
together
狠
is
的
kind
时
of
候，
awesome.
我会做到的。
由我来收割你的命。
That's awesome. They charge you 50 times like, come on. That's true. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. It's fine. We forgive him. To defeat the Ravenlock family members.
可恶！你们到底是什么人？惹了拉文洛克家族！你们
拉文洛克，趁现在多说说这个名字吧，很快他就会不复存在了。
你这话是什么意思啊？
I'm killing you all.
字面上的意思。我想这对你来说或许是好事，趁早摆脱这些吧。你还有机会走上更适合自己的路。
哼，家族的荣耀胜过一切。
你真的这么认为吗？我看到了你刚刚对那些工人们的怜悯。
Whoa,
你是
compassion.
旁系的人吧？ 所以被安排来处理这些麻烦事。实际上，你可以不要再陪他们玩这无聊的游戏。
我没得选，从我出生在拉文洛克家族开始，我就……
你永远有选择，只要你愿意。好了，闲聊到此为止。
Let's fight again. You deliver the slip shot to the back of the next of the Ravenlock family members, and they're
放心
dead.
吧，莱卡恩，我没下死手，只是让他们安静一会儿而已。
怎么样？我的演技还不错吧？
啊？
一如既往，某些人确实应该向你学习。
Oh shoot, an actor.
接下来的事也拜托你了。
好嘞。
The workers carried the Ravenlock family members away. Now only Lyca and Hugo remain.
好了，现在你可以告诉我了，
Dude
这到底是怎么回事？
如你所见，刚刚那位工人其实是我安插在其中的内鬼，他们使用的那些药物也已经提前替换掉了，现在不过是普通的维生素片。当然，除了我们面前这批之外，还有些工人已经服用了哈特曼提供的药物。
How hard would it have been to say I planted those workers, Hugo? Right! I hate men like this.
但你放心，这种精神控制类药物的解药已经在制作中了。我找到了最擅长这些的家伙们，加上之前的一些数据，应该很快就能有成果。
Bro, he's literally all over the place.
之前我就想问了，你之所以一定要把自己关在小黑屋里熬过发作期，除了所谓的证据之外，也是为了收集这种药物的数据，从而制作出解药吧？
看来你还没有蠢到无可救药的地步。
我以为你只是不服输。
那你对我还真是充满了误解。
好吧，那我还有最后一个问题，为什么一开始不告诉我这些？
其实那个时候我都听到了，关于老杰克和你说的那些话。
Oh.
在他病逝之前，在那个小小的阁楼里，老杰克把你单独留下，提醒你的那些事。
I do like the way that Hugo's like framed here.
你是说，老杰克嘱托我要小心你误入歧途的时候？
没错。
你从来没和我们说过这些。
He also looks really tiny in the shot.
我该怎么说呢？痛斥你们的怀疑，还是央求你们的信任？你知道的，我做不出这样的事。更何况在那时候，连我都搞不清自己。
老杰克他其实
都是过去的事了，你不用向我解释什么。比起这些，我们不如先离开这里吧。
I like that they've reconciled in their
更
old
叙旧的
age.
话，还是得找个更合适的地方。
After leaving the hall, the two arrive at a place with nice scenery.
莱卡恩，当年的那件事，不是我做的。
We won, guys! We won! Look at this! Oh, that's so romantic.
那是哈特曼为了从父亲手中得到家族而设的局，杀死父亲的人也是他。我在很久之后才查到真相。当时我确实对父亲动手了，我以为他死了，但其实并没有。
Dude, the like gentle smiles on their faces, the nostalgic look of their eye. I mean, I can't see Lycans, but like, look at them. They're so. They should kiss.
而在更早之前，如果那时候我没有犹豫的话，后面的一切都不会发生。
I wish they did let Hugo kill someone though. I don't know. Being like, oh, I didn't actually kill someone. I wish he did.
其实是现在，我依然觉得他们应该去死。
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I think he should have had that closure for him, and then being the one to like do it, he should have like a lot of more. He should have like a kind of like revelation that you normally get when it's like, oh shoot, I killed my own father, right? And like even you hate him, it's just like, but that's something that you just don't do.
只是我已经不屑于去做了，因为还有远比这些更重要的东西。
Hugo，你
在这一点上，我们可能永远都无法达成一致。莱卡恩，我也曾想要对抗自己身上那些称得上丑陋的东西，但我发现越是拒绝，就越是痛苦。
But nobody dies in a video game except Himiko. Actually, don't think you guys play Star Rail. If you guys do play Star Rail, there's spoilers for 3.3, I believe it was. Anaxa straight up dies on screen, so. Hasuki Clean Hoi feels like they need to make their playable characters. That is something that is a little bit concerning, I think, sometimes, but I think they work around it well. But yeah, no, I do agree. Like, I think it is kind of frustrating to have characters that are too good, you know? Morally gray doesn't really exist.
所以，我连这个疯狂的、愤怒、
I didn't exist,
充
but
满
it's like
恶意的自己也一并
only
接
the
受。
lighter shades.
我只要知道，自己绝对不会成为像父亲、像哈特曼那样的人就足够了。
You're spoiling it. I was waiting to binge the 3.x all at once. Oh, you're gonna hate yourself after that, I think. I'm so sorry, Kai. I'm so sorry. For context, I fell asleep like every time I did the quest, right? Like, albeit I have like a bit of a condition in that I fall asleep really, really easily. But I was playing through the quests, right? And they would like every time they would go through some expositional dialogue or just something that's like a little bit. Okay, I have a lot of complaints about it, but they would go through dialogue and I'd fall asleep in my chair despite having had like 9 hours sleep the night prior, right? This happened every single time, and it took me like, I want to say like six or more hours to finish just one update's worth of content. I'll sleep in 2.2. Bored boy talk too much. Same. I sleep a lot during tutorial quests. Anyway, I have a lot of hate for that game right now, but it's okay.
你变了，但我觉得这可能是好事。
Oh, dude. That's why Zenless is my new game. Yeah. Well, Genshin is still my favorite, but Zenless has been getting really good, so.
别用这种高高在上的语气和我说话。你也变了很多，和之前相比。
啊！
我依然不同意老杰克的话，我依然不会原谅你的选择，我依然会踏上那条我认为正确的道路，即使它充满荆棘，即使我满身泥泞。
This is good writing, though. I like this part.
但我也允许你走你自己的路，来看。
Yo.
我该说谢谢吗？
不客气。说起来，我们还没聊过关于你的腿和眼睛。
Reconciliation.
只是一些意外而已，不是你的错。我现在很好，希望你也是。比起这个，或许我该为自己的误解道歉。曾经，我以为你想要权力，我以为你做的那些事，都是为了满足自己的野心。我以为你想要成为审判一切的神。
我就是神，是我自己的神。
I don't know. I like their banner here.
倒不如说，这个世界上每个人都是自己的神。无法改变的事很多，但能由我们决定的事情也一样多。
That's one thing I feel like about Zenless that I like. It feels more human in the way that people interact. I feel like Sariel has this problem where they like to say like grand overarching like statements that just kind of like fall. They ring hollow. They're gonna glance over Lycon's legs and eye like that. Do they talk about it in his story or his like agent story? I haven't done that yet, so I don't know. I kind of assumed it would be talked about. I guess not. I don't know. Maybe it'll be in Hugo's agent story.
就像我之前说过的那样，能杀我的人，能救我的人，从来都只有我自己。
Good relationships a lot in Zenless, which is nice. Yeah, I do think that they've been really good at building this character dynamic thing. But just an accident is pretty Yeah. But I hope they do put in another content, and they should. But I appreciate that it's not, that the writers felt like it wasn't like essential information for the main story.
你能这么想，我很高兴。
I'm just hoping that they put it in somewhere else. Yeah.
走吧，我还有最后一件事要做。
And like factions, the fact that they all live in the same city really fleshes out the world. I agree. Yeah. It definitely makes the city feel a lot more vibrant. Yeah.
去见证拉文洛克的终局。
compared to like Genshin, right? Where like the countries and the cities all feel kind of empty because there's less characters from them. Or even Star Rail, where there's like whole worlds that are condensed into one tiny little location. Oh my goodness. I say people from the Hollow accident. Oh, okay. As he recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman, unable to listen any longer, slams the table in anger. Bam! I kind of forgot about that. We just let Hugo monologue for like 3 hours in this place? That's kind of crazy. Now I just want a competing video store. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, now we have, what's it called? I keep thinking Best Buy, but that's literally not what it's called. Blockbuster. Yeah. Now we just need a Blockbuster.
不过是一点小小的龌龊勾当，只要拉文洛克家族不倒，我依旧可以翻身。
事到如今，你还没明白吗
？Random play was consistent, or
我不为报弑父之仇，也不屑争夺那高位。
Damn，
我不是为置你于死地才走到今天，我还没有如此可悲。时间刚好，看看这个吧，叔父。
我谨代表 TOPS 财团联合再次澄清，拉文洛克家族所做之事，我方从未知情。
My God。
TOPS 财团联合已终止与拉文洛克家族的所有合作，且今后都不会与其进行任何往来。
Yo, who's that though on the TV? You see their design? Oh my God.
你疯了！毁掉拉文洛克对你有什么好处？你要当一辈子小偷吗？
小偷？叔父，向你重新介绍一下，我是大家口口相传中劫富济贫的怪人，我是可以骗过所有人的顶级欺诈师。
Even Vivian looks kind of flabbergasted.
我是反蛇鸟的领头者，是新爱丽都头版头条上备受追捧的怪盗。我有永不允许我坠入深渊的挚友，有愿为我落泪的搭档，有雪中送炭的传奇合作者。
Like Heian with his he's winning your terrorist field. Yeah.
我是雨果维拉德。
He's so overdramatic.
需要拉文洛克这个姓氏的只有你，我从不需要。
你这样肮脏的坏种，真不应该被生下来。
I like that this shot reminds you. Oh yeah, proxy exists.
过奖了。
Mastered it in front of the mirror. Yeah, complete with all the the gestures, like this hat tilt. Yeah. After you arrive at like manor on Hugo's speedboat, after reaching Port Elpis, you all wait for Hideki to arrive.
薇薇安，这段时间你做得很好。
Vivian also looks kind of flabbergasted.
雨果，我需要一个解释。
我还以为我的再登场会伴随着温情感人的台词呢，怎么一上来就这么生气？
I like how reproachful he kind of looks. Aw, it's kind of cute.
雨果。 我也是反射鸟的一员。
I think this is cute. This is cute. This is really cute.
而且，我会为你的死难过。
薇薇安，我不希望你和你珍视的人因为我的原因被牵扯进更危险的事情中。
Belle's like, should I be here? Should I be here? Vivian's valid for this? Oh no, she totally is. I just think that this interaction is cute. And I'm glad that they wrote it, you know?
我向来是很自私的人，所以我会不惜把你们也都算入我计划的一环。但也因为我是很自私的人，所以如果万一失败了，我也不希望连累到我重要的同伴。
I think Vivian should be given a weekly pass to beat up Hugo. Like every week. Actually, let's scratch that. Make it like every day. She should get a daily pass. Like, here's my daily beating up Hugo for his stupidity pass. We're gonna, whoa, we're only like, whoa, that's crazy, Kai. That is crazy. Oh my god.
而且，薇薇安，如果是你，你肯定也会跟我做一样的安排。 莱卡恩已经在外面处理好一切了，我们先离开这里。还有，林，谢谢你。也很抱歉，在你不知情的情况下演了威胁你的那出戏码，但雨果·维拉德将永远欠你一个人情。
Awesome, thank you. I like how Belle doesn't even say anything about it. She's just like, yup. Like on assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the video store.
绳降阁下，虽然时间已晚，但有一些重要的情报还是需要尽快告知你们。
Dang.
所以，雨果设计假死的事情，莱卡恩一直知道。
I was into it.
我只是将计就计，毕竟我也无法判断雨果谋划的事情是否会危害到绳降阁下。
I do also realize now we're 2 hours into the stream, and it seems like we're only like past the second third of the quest.
您是市长已故朋友的学生，我有义务保护您的安全。
And I feel like I might have to make a third stream to finish it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
你在尴尬的时候会找蹩脚切口的习惯，真是一点没变。
Oh my
雨
god.
果·维拉德先生，您有什么重要的情报，请快点说，我还要在12点之前回去休息。
This chapter felt extra long. That's a good thing, I think. I think what are the other siblings in the meanwhile? Probably at home gaming. Belle's like experiencing this like life-threatening situation, and then Wise just at home like, yup. Another day, time to rank up in League of Legends again. That was really close.
你们的关系真好啊。
Big 1.0 wrap up, yeah.
看在一些老古董生物钟的份上，
Sleep schedule.
我从卡米尔那里得知，蒂娜打算将深轨核心嵌入深轨体内，据说这样会极大增强深轨的各项能力。这样诞生的深轨不会保留任何人的意识，会无差别地攻击一切生物，包括它的创造者。所以称颂会的人从未这样做过，因为这样对他们也并无好处。但蒂娜她制作的药剂可以控制人的精神，如果给人吃下药片，再注入蓝灯留下的药剂，这样的深轨或许就可以为制作人所用。
Have the story goes back to being a bit snappier in 2.0. That would be kind of interesting, especially since with the new region and the new characters we're gonna meet. Although I don't know, I hope they're good. I hope they're cool. As long as they keep shouting to you right in the next game. I don't know. I'm like really confused about that guy. I'm not gonna lie, because everyone, or I say everyone, but I know a lot of people have praised him for his work on Impact Third, right? And so it's like, it's weird to me that Star Rail has gotten so the way it is now with someone like with someone like that, right? Especially because I don't know, it's just like I don't, there's like this dichotomy here that I don't really understand.
虽然之前的深轨休眠体都已经被销毁，但是蒂娜找到了一批当年她父亲留下的药剂，企图再造出一批深轨。
Yeah, no idea where the real core is.
先不说深轨，哈特曼手上的深轨核心是假的，真的我们还没有找到。
真的核心一直在这里。
我
在这里，在法厄同大人的录像店吗？
I'm not gonna lie with the way Vivian panned in. I thought he meant that the core was like Vivian or something. And then I was thinking, but didn't he promise Camille, Camille? Is that her name, Camille? That Vivian would never get her hands on it. Although I guess if it is Vivian, then it wouldn't be in her hands, right? So.
薇薇安，还记得最开始我建议你送给神将大人的那枚藏品吗？
记得，但那个藏品只是一个普通的吊坠。 藏品送牌人我也见过，他和称颂会没有任何关系。
不如请我们的神将大人把那枚吊坠拿出来看看。
That's crazy. Finding the head inside my Vivian, Hugo takes it, gently presses the hidden clasp. The pen clicks open in the middle. Inside is a sacrifice core. Well. That's awesome.
你们这惊讶的表情，我就理解为是对我这个小把戏的赞赏。
Wouldn't that be cool? I love magic, guys. I love sleight of hand. I should learn sleight of hand so I can steal what? I mean, play games like this. Ha 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 ha. Kinder egg surprise. That's actually true. Just like a Kinder egg, huh?
这枚核心我会依约交给市长，毕竟他也兑现了在我假死期间保护维维安和店长的承诺。我对已经达成的交易不会食言。
怪不得市长会推动那些有利于反神鸟的言论。
Yeah, that's a
后来
check of
想
a
想一
choking
下，他是
hazard.
出于真心的。
Yeah, for real. Interesting. You don't need to worry about the sacrifice core now.
既然生鬼核心在我们手里，接下来是不是只要阻止蒂娜继续利用无辜的人制造生鬼就好了？
而且要破坏掉当初蓝灯留下的最后一批药剂。
I'll try to get through the last pit. I think we can. I think we can.
希望这
3-hour
次做
stream, we
完
can do it.
蒂娜因为无计可施，就可以放弃自己的执念吗？
好了，比较重要的事情就是这些了。我会再去确认下蓝灯那批药剂藏在了哪里。有消息之后，我会再联系你。
I do want Hugo now a little bit, also partially because he's so important to Vivian, and I think Vivian deserves to be happy. Hugo, I don't know. He's clearly reconciled with his past. You know, he's clearly fine now. You know, he had his own therapy session. I think Vivian deserves to be happy though. What's wrong, Legion? Were you in such a rush to get back and rest? You act like you're gonna turn into a werewolf after midnight or something. Is Fairy up to anything these days, or just burns a hole in the bills? I'm sorry to break it to you. Oh, I mean, she fixed a damaged like disc, right? Or like something. She fixed a damaged something USB thing. Unfortunately, they don't work much together. That's okay. I just want them to exist in my inventory. How are you feeling now? Relax. I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just kidding, it was something nasty. That's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have... Lycan, remember what I said when I faked my death? For permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cuddling away rotten flesh, and persevere through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but it was arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking on who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny. Nothing more. You really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment.
Hugo, you got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets.
I will. I'll lay it all out, promise. I think that's cute, man. I just think that's so cute. The way he, like, changes the way he talks depending on who he's talking to. The little sister, Vivian, kind of vibe. Oh, I want to chew her. Like a chew toy. After our little chat, Lycan, Hugo, and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you dropped off to a deep, nice sleep. Belle, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's new progress in the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycan will be heading to the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. He says us, as if he's going to. Well, that's Facebook. It all started, yeah. And I'll use the HDD system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Oh, okay, awesome. Then when you're ready, and I'll remember to bring Eos with you. Hold on. Before we start, it's I forgot to do some other stuff, which is including a couple of polls. We're not polling for Hugo yet. I'll wait until like end of the quest and I'll decide. But we do have, I think we have some polls for the standard banner, yeah. I also a little bit want Lighter because he's really cool, and I was thinking that he was really hot, and I like his vibe. He's fun. Hugo, I don't know about, but Lighter I think is, I don't know, that guy is a very Ikemen. And I do like me some Ikemen. Anyway, let's get this 10 pull out. Yeah, okay. Checks out. Man, now I'm actually thinking about it. Ah, 2 men on raid at the same time, so weird. No Hoyo game. I actually don't think it's that weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me because I've been playing Genshin for a while, but there used to be a lot of men on banner. Not so much lately, but there used to be a lot of men. Man, I do kind of want Lighter.
有我在就足够了。
I think he's cool. Whatever, I'll wait till afterwards. If I lose self-control, whatever. Happening in Star Rail too, right? Star Rail does have quite a few men. I just don't feel... I guess I just don't feel that way. It doesn't feel like we're getting a lot of men because I don't really feel like the men are... I don't really feel like any of the characters are very impactful. It's an X ratio right now. Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't have known. I felt for an accent, but I wouldn't have known. I don't know. I didn't really feel like there's a lot of like cool men in Star Rail, really. Yeah, just for this particular banner, that makes sense. Yeah, that is true. Although I guess like if you also count like points where Star Rail runs like 7 characters at the same time, I guess there might be situations like that in the future. I don't think it has in the past. I think it's always been women. But maybe in the future we'll get more men. Alright. Let's get ready. Yeah. The other reason I want to pull for lighter also is because I want more teams. Right now my team is pretty much like Julian and Miyabi and Vivian, and like it's fun. But I'm having more fun with Zenless lately, and I want to have more playstyles, so I don't know. I'm planning to touch the limited gacha till Saber. Yeah, Fate has a chokehold on the franchise of gacha. It makes sense. I might also pull for Saber. I probably will also pull for Saber. And then skip everyone else, right? You know how it is. Unless she's garbage, that'd kind of suck. He's like literally glowing. Am I crazy? Like Hugo is like physically brighter, like by so much compared to the other two. Someone who put like 5 years into Fate Grand Order. Honestly, same. I think I actually only spent like 2 years on it, but that's still 2 years too many. Dear Majesty's here.
Having 2 Lord Phaethons leading the way for me must be the luckiest person alive.
I'll be counting on you two, as, according to my intel, this is quite a large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina put all the serums in one place, so we may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on both of you to guide us. As you're both ready, let's head into the hollow. Let's go. See this Twilight sparkly skin going on? Yeah, vampirism, I guess. I hope they'll explain vampires to us at some point. I'm really curious about, like, the whole thing, I guess. I don't know. Man, look at her! Look at her! Look at her! She's so pretty.
就在附近，并且我也查到，之前还有一批失踪的工人也在这里。
This is really some like extremely mediocre synergy on a team.
丽娜应该准备要放手一搏了。
不必担心，我们会清理干净。
I keep subbing the wrong character. God, this is not what I'm used to. The sound of his shoes on the ground is a little weird. It sounds like very like fleshy.
有人来破坏药剂，快拦住这些人！
先解决掉守卫。
看我出手了，无聊的。
有一部分药剂就存放在这个仓库。
Serum. What a funny word.
你们休想拿走这里的东西！
雨果，先解决守卫。
He also applies so much ice damage. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's kind of insane. He could be like a pseudo anomaly character if you played him right.
你们在这里简直是自寻死路！
如此两立。
Whoa! Upside down. I'm trying to like figure out how he gets his ice infusion. I guess it's after using his skill that he gets his infusion. Man, I suck at this game though.
明白。由我来撰写结局的噩梦。
你还不够格。
I I miss having Astra, man. It feels so different swapping characters normally without Astra. It feels so bizarre and wrong. Having to wait till enemy attack. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. If you just imagine the song, it'll play in your mind, right? You see yourself the other way? Yeah, I mean, the issue is more just like swapping characters and not immediately doing an attack feels really weird.
不过还好，这些药剂还在，证明蒂娜还没有进行最后一步计划。
这附近应该还有许多药剂，那批失踪的人也暂时没有下落。我们的动作，对方不会完全没有察觉。或许他们那边也在准备实施应对计划。
蒂娜控制精神的药，加上兰登留下的药剂，配合在一起。
How about splitting up?
不如我们分头行动。雨果和莱卡恩销毁这附近的药剂，我和薇薇安去其他地方找找看。
I like how this is now the default configuration for the party.
就这么办。只是如果遇到蒂娜，你们一定小心。按照卡米尔所言，他对完成父亲遗志已经到了偏执的程度，不知道会不会做出什么过激的事。我们暂时在这里分别。另一位店长大人用
这几天我的不适感已经好多了。雨果和莱卡恩这边就交给我吧。
I missed Wise, man. I'm glad he's here with us.
这个时候忽然觉得，万幸我们有2位法厄同大人。
但总觉得我们的工作翻倍了。明明之前我和林共同引导一条路就可以了。
都说能者多劳，况且我相信市长会给出双倍
Double compensation, yo.
我会向市长申请这部分额外酬劳的。
酬劳只是一方面，先是林亲自进空洞，我们又要分开引路，我会更担心林的安全。
What a good brother he is.
不过，我很相信你们的能力，我只是有些不习惯而已。
I do like the family dynamics in this game, found family or otherwise. The dog Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes at one of them. Aw, man! She quickly approaches the area where Landon Sear was a sword. She recalls the tears she said when looking at Faith and the destiny she saw then.
这就是我所看到的未来。法厄同大人。
She closes her eyes as making a decision, and grabs a vial of Landon serum. The tragedy is inevitable, then let misfortune fall upon me.
对不起，我这次一定要改变遇见的结局。我不想给你带来不幸，这就是我最大的愿望。
Girl, are you? I don't remember what the serum does, aside from mind control. Is she like... She's not taking it herself, right? Like...
法厄同大人，交给我来解决。别弄脏我的裙摆。
Let's convert. Right, okay. Wait, she wants to convert herself into an ethereal? Nah, that can't be it. Surely she just wants to use it whenever the situation just occurs, right? It can't just be that she wants to, you know, use it on herself. Can't be that.
法厄同大人，这里或许也有遗留的药剂。
蒂娜大人的东西，你们也敢碰？
我会尽量下手轻一些的。
The movement's so weird.
我和法厄同大人。
There's a reason she's not meant to be main DPS. Huh? Whoosh.
那边练习旁有几个集装箱。
Uh-huh. Ooh, we don't want the money anymore. Please just let us go. I don't think we'll make it. This is my pain. Please.
We're here to save you. Are there any other captives?
There are more. It's really like endless workers, huh? But they all turn into ethereals. The ethereals are all dead. Please, just let's go. That girl never intended to let us live.
My friends will get you out. We'll deal this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hollow alive. We promise.
Really? Oh, thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were brought in with us. All ethereals now. Really scary ethereals. Can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. We'll die. We will be killed by those ethereals.
Hush. Say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us.
After contacting Kiko and Legion, they quickly arrived. They've introduced how to take first civilians to a safe place while baby and a youth continue searching for any Ovok serum or victims. So after they leave, a familiar voice comes.
真是难为你们找到了这里，薇薇安。明明如果你当做什么都不知道，我也没心思这么快就解决掉你。
She really likes doing that hand thing with her face.
那些人被带去了安全的地方，你已经无计可施了。不过是几个实验体而已，跑掉就跑掉吧。只要这个世界上依旧有贪心的人，那就总会有人自愿成为我的实验品。何况，如果能完成父亲大人的伟大愿景，曲蒂娜。 那些人只是被你欺骗了，根本不是自愿的。当年蓝灯也是这样欺骗了大家。欺骗
？Deceived? Nah, they came here willingly.
被空洞夺走重要之物的人们搭建起一个希望。薇薇安，你明明曾经也因为父亲大人为你搭建的希望而雀跃，在被父亲大人接回来之前，你不过就是个被所有人避之不及的灾星。是父亲大人给了你安身之所和存在的意义，你还记得吗？ 你在父亲的指引下，第一次赐予别人祝福，被人感激地看着你时，你是什么心情？那是你第一次感受到希望和自己存在的意义吧？你别忘了，那是父亲大人用你所谓的欺骗给你构筑起的希望。
I do feel like this villain is kind of like whatever. I don't know.
你又做了什么呢？
As a villain, she's kind of like whatever.
享受着父亲大人的关注，大家的爱戴，最后却毁了这一切。你以为那些人离开称颂会就会过得更好吗？
And it kind of like makes Vivian feel more flat as a result, which is kind of unfortunate.
不会的，饱受空洞灾害折磨的人，失去了父亲大人构筑的希望，只会继续如行尸走肉般活着。薇薇安，你不要以为你很伟大，是你拯救了大家，到头来。 你依旧是只会带来灾害却不知感恩的人。
She's such a professional hater.
所有人的希望。
Yeah, I mean, it happens. You know, when you lose your father young, you have a couple of options you can go down. You can go crazy, like she did. You become depressed, like Hugo did. Well, I guess Hugo also kind of went crazy. And also, it's not because he loved his father or anything. Long story.
蒂娜，并不是所有人都想活在虚构的希望之中。
I charge my watch. Hold on. 1 second, guys. It gave me a low battery notification earlier, but I forgot about it.
你说，因为有人贪心，所以才会甘愿成为你的牺牲品。诚然，那些人并非绝对的好人。
What? Sorry, what? What? She's saying that the people who aren't entirely virtuous are the people who literally don't, like, cannot afford to treatment for their family, and so they're willing to do like even like I don't know, like dirty work. I don't know, man. I think that's a little weird. I think that's a little weird.
但他们的那一点贪心，不过是想在空洞之外，想更好的活着。
Like I don't know. I don't know. Like this is a weird line.
你和蓝灯做的，从来不是构筑希望，而是利用希望。不要再一遍遍欺骗自己了。 你明知道蓝灯做的这些都是很残忍的事，不是？当年，蓝灯提出要给你注射药剂时，你的脸上布满了恐惧，我看得很清楚。如果这一切都如你所说如此正义，你又为什么会露出那样的神情？不许用怜悯的眼神看着我！
Oh, pity.
父亲大人没有错，这一切都是为了空洞不再是灾难。 这是所有人的希望，蒂娜。现在回头吧，不要再继续欺骗自己了。你应该知道，如果生鬼失控离开空洞，会造成怎样的后果。 空洞没有夺取那些人的性命，但你口口声声说的希望，却会夺走更多人的性命和牵挂。这不过是为了完成更伟大的事情所要付出的代价。
Waterfall's exalted and they says they're all virtuous. That makes more sense. I just think it's because she's talking about how like, oh yeah, we can just use people's greed to get more sacrifices. That's all good. Vivian's like, yeah, you can exploit their greed. Maybe that means they're not virtuous people, but like I read that as like the construction workers.
没有谁该成为代价。我最讨厌你这副道貌岸然的样子。
Sorry. I also think it's really, I think it's also a really weird thing that when people misuse the word hypocritical, like I don't know. I don't really feel like this is hypocritical.
没有实验体了就再去抓。父亲研究的药剂，只要给我时间，我也一定能复刻出来。
I don't really know that's hypocritical of her to say.
只要你们消失了，我一定可以完成父亲献给始祖的礼物，完成父亲的理想。卡米尔，把那些失败品放出来。
蒂娜大人
For projecting so hard that she could play a movie on the wall. Yeah, any harder she'd start astral projecting.
卡米尔，你又要重复当年的事情了吗？
And if her arguments make sense,
口口
it
声声说
happens.
会跟随始祖，都是假的，你个骗子！
Sometimes it's just like that, you know? Don't worry about it too much. But yeah, no, I do think that Dina's like poor writing is a little bit like, it feels a bit bad.
蒂娜大人，空洞夺走了我最重要的家人，我深知自己已经失去的，再也回不来了。总有一天，空洞不再是灾害，所有人都能在空洞内活下去。我期待会有那么一天，我看着你长大。我深知兰登是你从小到大
I've never seen a death like bigger than this though.
他是我亲手毁掉了你的希望。
I've never seen a death like bigger than this.
我知道失去的痛苦，所以我一直对你无比愧疚。我想象自己毁掉的希望赎罪，但是蒂娜，我不想毁掉更多人了，我也不想继续看着你毁掉自己。薇薇安说的对，不是所有人都愿意活在虚构的希望之中，所以收手吧。
卡米尔，你也要抛下我，是吗？
She's gonna rank high on the ZZZ villain tier list. I mean, I think like being written as a broken, petulant kid is one thing. I just don't like the way that they went about it, you know? I think it could have been... I'm not sure how I would do it, mind you, or I don't like have enough context, I feel like. But I feel like there could have been more done to her that would make her more, I guess, like sad, tragic, I guess.
我不是抛下你，我只是不想看你走上绝路。
不想看我走上绝路？哼，卡米尔，我早就没有退路了。
不，蒂娜，你有的，我会是你的后路。
Whoa.
卡米尔，你去哪里？
Whoa.
我通过雨果和市长达成过协议，如果这件事最后需要一个交代，那么这一切都是我做的。
Let me just kill myself in front of you to change the trajectory of your life.
我长期胁迫兰登唯一的女儿蒂娜帮我研究制作生鬼，并以此与拉文洛克家族暗中勾结，为自己谋利。蒂娜所做的一切，并非出于个人意愿。
This will definitely not traumatize you more. I love how relevant that meme is.
由于她长期受到我的监禁，所以没有社会独立生存能力，需为其安排一位看护老师，照顾并教导她。
我不同意，卡米尔，我绝对不会听从你的安排。
I guess part of it is that we don't really see how Dina grows to care for Camille, despite Camille having killed her father, you know? I guess that's one of the things that's missing. It's just like this human relationship.
蒂娜，我去处理掉那批失败品。
我不允许！你会死的，卡米尔！我不允许！我命令你，你不可以离开我。你一直都听从我的命令，这次也不能例外。
But I do like this part.
蒂娜，我听从的一直都不是你的命令啊！我在空洞里死去的妹妹，也有一头这么漂亮的红发。
Yeah, that's crazy.
兰登说，始祖可以带给我希望时，你站在他的身后。那一刻，我很确定，这就是始祖给我的希望。蒂娜，重新开始吧。你的人生还有很久，久到你会……
我不要，我不要那些。卡米尔，你不许去送死，我不准，我不准。
I think Dina's voice delivery is really cool though, really good.
再见了，蒂娜。还有，对不起，薇安，以及
Sorry.
拜托你了。
This is a very emotional scene, but I can't stop thinking about that. Like, oh yeah, let me just kill myself in front of you, change the trick in real life. Resolutely walks towards the fissure as Dina stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. James about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open a container door. The reels surge out, blocking the path.
先解决这些遗骸。
Ah, solo again. Okay. Does that come from something? I don't know. I just remember seeing it like online a lot, and then it's kind of just like now it's just integrated into my brain space. Can't stop thinking about it. It's so widely applicable, man. I've been watching this anime. It's like it's really good actually. It's called To Be Hero X, right? It's I think it's the franchise is originally Chinese, but they have a lot of like really big shots in the Japanese industry working on it. Such as like, what the hell is that? Such as like Hiroyuki Sawano, right? And a huge like list of like big shot voice actors. Anyway, To Be Hero X is great. You guys should watch it. But minor spoilers. The series starts off with a guy killing himself in front of another guy. No explanation. It's the funniest thing. Alright, and it kind of kicks off the entire series, but it's really dang funny. Aw, man. There she goes. Anyway, I've been thinking of that meme since then, since To Be Hero X episode 1.
薇安，你满意了吗？
We're pretty sure Dina's voiced by Emily in English. I hope it means she's getting playable character voice. That's awesome. Gotta start the bang, I guess. No, To Be Hero X is great. I love the way that it subverts a lot of your expectations. It's very fun. But also, you know, like heckin' Sawano music is insane.
是你自己走到了这一步。
你想说这一切都是我咎由自取吗？失去了父亲，也失去了卡米尔。如果你没有出现过就好。
Damn.
最开始，父亲把你带回家里，我其实是很高兴的。张松会来来往往人那么多，但父亲不让我与他们过多接触的。但父亲带你回来时，却说让我好好照看你。你是我第一个朋友，你第一次代替我为父亲选需要被祝福的人时，我其实是高兴的。
I guess it doesn't really help that most of this story is told via this format, rather than the usual like CGs and comic strips that we usually get. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like obviously you have to spend your budget wisely, but I just think that doing it all like this tends to be a little bit weaker.
因为这代表着你和那些人不一样，你可以一直跟我在一起。但渐渐的，我开始嫉妒你了。你夺走了那些原本属于我的关注以及父亲的爱。
难道只是因为我的能力才会？
我知道，但是啊，薇薇啊，嫉妒这件事是控制不住的。当然，恐惧和恨意也是。我后来是日日夜夜恐惧着你会在某一日望向我时落泪。我很清楚，如果到了那一日，父亲大人会毫不犹豫地让我接受祝福。
Man，
再后来，真的到了那一日，我又恨是你导致了父亲的死亡。
It is tragic, but
蒂娜，你明明知道当年的一切，为什么还要袒护兰德？以及当年为什么不告诉我？如果我早一些知道，或许会有更周全的办法。
Squeezing the whole story into one patch is rough. It is rough.
因为这是我唯一比你特殊的地方了，不是吗？这能证明我比你更被父亲信任，我更加有用。薇薇啊，你说自己从小就四处辗转，没有归宿，到了称颂会，被大家认可，帮父亲做事，你很高兴。但最后发现你是被利用的，所以你认为自己被欺骗了，很受伤。那我呢？我从小就只有父亲，我没有和外面的世界接触过。我从小被赋予最大的意义，就是为父亲挑选接受祝福的人。我存在的意义就是为了父亲，为了称颂会。薇薇啊，从来没有人教过我别的事情。从始至终，我只有这一点点的价值。
Unrelated. I think that all video games. Sorry. I think that all video games should have a save voice line feature. Like, you know, after playing Love in Deep Space, I've heard a couple of lines in these that I'm just like, wow, this direction of this voice line was really good, and they should allow you to save it and put it into an archive somewhere. At least being a little bit self-aware about how unreasonable her crush on it is. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like, she's clearly aware. It's just that, you know, like feelings and all that. But it'd be better if we could, as the audience, also experience those feelings that she had.
结果你还把她夺走了，甚至你最后毁了她。你认为你在除恶扬善，你只是影响了你认知中很小的一块地方。
I really like the way that she's like voiced though.
但是你是否想过，我的世界只有那么大呢？
You gotta put an ASMR playlist of best voice lines. Dude, I've seen the Love in Deep Space fans. A lot of people's favorite voice lines are just like breaths or like miscellaneous sounds, like you know, stuff like that. A lot of people really like these like random sounds that people make, and it's really, I like that. I think it's funny. I'd probably just save a lot of my favorite voice deliveries though, and also like funny lines. I think every game should have that feature, is basically what I'm saying.
你也是我第一个朋友，也正是因为如此，我当时才想救下你。
And also, this would mean that you could like, you know, we show more appreciation to the voice actors, right? Everyone likes voice actors, but I think we should show more appreciation to voice actors.
救下我！你和卡米尔，一个两个都说着要救下我，你们为什么不懂？对我而言，失去比死亡更痛苦。
蒂娜，重新开始吧。卡米尔为你做的这一切，都是希望你能好好活下去。我们一起离开空洞，西爱里都有很多好玩的地方。这次换我照看你，我还认识了许多很好的人，他们都会喜欢你的。
I don't know about that one, Vivian. I'm sorry, Vivian. I'm sorry, Vivian. I don't know that one.
蒂娜，好吗？
薇薇安，我做不到。我无法原谅你们，也不想原谅你们，我什么都没有。如果连这一点恨意都消失，我也太可悲了。
That is fair, though.
我不会跟你说对不起的。
Closes her eyes and injects the vial serum into her arm. Soon, ether crystals appear in her body. Sign of corruption.
我不想痛恨自己。所以只能恨你害死我的父亲，恨卡米尔自作主张离开我。
Ian and Twiggy accidentally went back-to-back patches. Yeah! Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah.
我就是这样可憎可恶的人，我不要亏欠任何人，我不要后悔全部。薇薇安，我会继续恨着你，我要夺走你重要的人，我也要恨着卡米尔，所以我不会如他所愿去过新的生活。
Really insane that this shot kind of emphasizes her chest, which clearly was she just have grown a lot because of the serum, which is kind of weird.
如果你没出现过，如果没有我。
The movie characters last. Yo, fat storages are a sign that resist that like are a factor that resists corruption. Perhaps obesity is the solution. Nineveh? Which one is that?
法厄同大人，请你不要插手。
Oh, I hope we don't have to solo the boss with just Vivian.
他是我生命中的第一个朋友，我要去和他做个告别。
Please, 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 please let me use any characters. Please let me use more characters. Please let me use more characters. Dang, she got abs from that. Oh man. I might just die, guys.
法厄同大人，不要靠近！
Oh, I guess solo run's fine too. Not your gaming. I hope I am. I'm not really sure where she gets iframes though. I just don't like playing solo anomaly. I think it's really feels bad. Oh, I thought I didn't take any damage yet, but I did.
法厄同大人，请看着薇薇
I think it's so funny, her ult. Especially in this context. Man, I wish Hugo and Lega would come back. I miss them. It's probably a way to like game this to have like dodge because like during her aerial moves. I wish I was like smart enough to think about that. Do that. I wish that. But imagine a Vivian solo run where like you spend half the time in the air because you get iframes while you're flying. That's kind of cool. Yo, her umbrella's sick.
发生什么了？
Why are we back here?
这是薇薇安，灵，不要过来，这是我的选择。
Oh.
我要改变看到的结局。薇薇安，我只想让你记住我最漂亮的样子。薇薇安，小心！薇薇安，你的身体。对不起，让你看到这样。
Your ear is soft.
可是我不想再做带来不幸的孩子。好温暖，其也好美。
Oh! Yo. That's crazy. I like that scene. That's awesome. Feels like if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with her familiar smile. But soon the environment and your teacher both would dissolve in the water, like behind a misty curtain, blurring then vanishing.
玲，不要吓我。玲，你醒了就好。
I love these two. I think they're so cute. We're freaking Jesus. I guess we are.
发生什么了？我记得我和薇薇安，薇薇安呢？薇薇安给自己注射了蓝灯的药。
是雨果和莱卡恩把你们带出了空洞，你陷入了深度昏迷。这次真的把我吓到了。
The fact that the theory of Dina turned into
还好
the
你醒过来了。
this. And it got beat by being impaled. I don't know the reference that is.
不过，薇薇安给自己注射了药剂吗？但是她身上只有一些外伤。早些时候，雨果发来消息，说检查后她没有大碍。玲，你还能回忆起当时发生了什么吗？
Vlad the Impaler, Dracula? Oh. Man, maybe I should have got brushed up on my heckin' European mythology. Oh, I sound so hot. Yeah. You're in dire straits.
当时情况紧急，薇薇安给自己注射药剂才打败了野孩。我亲眼看到薇薇安身上已经出现了结晶。后来我也形容不出来究竟发生了什么。
That's
我好像
interesting.
看到了一些东西。我当时一心想着把薇薇安身上的结晶去除掉。
I can't believe Vivian gets a Hugo. Sorry, I can't believe Vivian gets a Vlad the Impaler reference when Hugo is right there. That's so crazy.
我也不知道自己做了什么，随后我就没有意识了。那之后又发生什么？
我引导雨果和莱卡恩赶到时，只看到了你和薇薇安昏倒在地上，周围什么都没有。先不说这些，玲，你现在有感觉哪里还不舒服吗？
I think they're really cute siblings. I like the way that they take care of each other. It's a bit dizzy.
只是还有点头昏。
If like siblings reality, I mean, I'm telling you where you are. My brother does. Me and my brother aren't really like us at all. Hugo's already named Vlad. He's got it covered. I know. I'm just like it's crazy that they're mixing it up now. I guess my brother does help me out sometimes. You know what? Maybe I'll give him a thanks one time.
玲，你再休息一晚。雨果和薇薇安说明天会来店里，有什么事我们明天再说。
I like these two though. They get along too well for siblings, so unrealistic. I mean, I guess it happens when you're like the only other person in each other's lives, alright? Depends on your culture too. This time there's no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully through the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lygon arrive at the video store.
法厄同大人，你有没有哪里不舒服？头疼吗？腿受伤了吗？心脏有不适吗？胃口还好吗？
She's so cute.
薇薇安，
I do like the culmination of her story arc. That's pretty cool.
我就是太担心了，对不起。
对不起。
总之，法厄同大人还能见到你真是太好了，这次都怪我。
Not your fault.
那个情况下，薇薇安也是为了打败蒂娜变成的野孩嘛。如果不是你，可能咱们两个现在都已经死在空洞里了。
所以当时发生了什么？玲说她看到薇薇安身上已经出现了结晶，但是我当时通过 ES 完全没看到。雨果和莱卡恩
Yeah, where was Eos actually this whole time? Where was he?
关于这件事，由我来说明吧。薇薇安小姐清醒后，将她记忆中的事情告诉了我们。市长为其安排了检查。根据检查结果来看，薇薇安小姐确实出现了被侵蚀过的轻微后遗症。
Never seen the word sequel before.
但如果如薇薇安小姐所说，当时自己身上已经出现了结晶，不可能只是这个程度的后遗症。确切说，如果已经在体表出现大量结晶，那么在极短时间内就会彻底异骸化。 所以市长认为是神将阁下您身体里的以太能量影响了薇薇安身体及周围的以太粒子，导致薇薇安的侵蚀症状回退。
We did deny to Vivian's attempted to interrupt our fates and press that's still hanging over us. I kind of personally imagine that her sacrificing herself was preordained by fate anyway. I think fate is such a funny thing, you know, to write in stories. It's just like, oh yeah, everything's fated to happen, right? But like, I don't know. Having no free will sounds terrible. I always assumed that Proxy's downfall was always going to happen.
本质上，所谓
Even
的
if
侵
she
蚀
even
就
if
是
she
人
killed
体
herself.
内的以太粒子与体外的以太粒子进行了某种共同作用的结果，结果可逆也不是不可能。只是目前已知人类对抗侵蚀的方式是抵御。
Hold on, I want to read this again because it's not making sense to me. Like, internal versus... Okay, sure, you want to achieve some kind of, like, equilibrium, I guess. But... my etheric energy?
我怎么不知道自己还有这种能力？而且我怎么可能影响其他人的以太粒子？这听起来就像是我控制了以太能量似的。
所以神将阁下，你是特殊的。
Scary stuff. You can blue bow tie. It's nice to meet you.
这是您的老师为您留下的礼物。
Has to do with our teacher.
老师，是和老师有关吗？
我不知道事情全貌，无法向您详细说明，抱歉。
This is interesting though, that the proxies are able to manipulate either energy
但是那
somehow.
位怡璇小姐，或许可以解答您的。
Oh hey, guess who? 怡璇。
她这几日有时间会登门拜访，届时您有什么疑问，可以向她询问。
Are you getting Hugo? I don't know. I'll think about it. I might. I don't know.
她性格有些特立独行，如果对您造成什么困扰，
怡璇小姐 I would call her 姐姐 personally. I file a complaint.
如果给我造成困扰，我可以向你投诉他。
神将阁下向来善于待人接物，我相信不会出现这样的情况。
I'm even more worried.
莱卡恩的态度反而让我更担心了。
I just don't know that like who in 2.x for Zenless will make me interested to pull. Because most of them so far that I've seen are kind of like, like, I mean, they're cool. Like, the panda guy's kind of cool. The leopard-looking kind of small, round girl's kind of cool. Alright, Yixuan is kind of cool, but I don't know.
总之，这次的事情，市长让我代为由衷的感谢各位。
2.0 proxy comes either new blood. Yo, that'd be kind of awesome, right? That'd be kind of awesome.
因为种种原因，市长不方便露面，但他向各位承诺。他会为各位提供一次在他能力范围内无条件的帮助。
Oh.
这个承诺没有兑换的期限。
I'm saying for the Obsidian squad. That's fair. I'm just like, for me, I think a lot of Zenless designs don't quite hit the mark for me. Like I'm a bit of a particular niche when it comes to characters I like, and the Zenless doesn't really fit that niche all that often.
哈。说是无条件，要是我想要他市长的位置呢
？Vivian is the exception. I like Vivian a lot. Her design. I know it's kind of classic and it's kind of generic and it's kind of standard, but man, I do be a sucker for that kind of thing.
市长说，如果在换届选举之际你有这个需求，他会将自己及其下属的选票都投给你。
Yo, that's awesome. Wait, I can become mayor?
至于其他选票，请你自己努力，以及上任后各项日常琐事杂物处理。
Unconditional in the next election? You get to vote for Hugo Vlad?
如果你有意向，市长把今天他需要处理的公文、城市垃圾分类处理提案复制了一份给你，你可以先从这里看起。
That's so silly. Have you seen the Silver Palace trailer? I have! Silver Palace is currently my most anticipated game of all time. Because, you know, it's not out yet, but it's currently my most anticipated game. Although it'll take a while, but like you know, it's currently my most anticipated game. The MC is exactly my type. Exactly my type. I don't really care about the dancer girl. She's red. That's not why I don't like her. I just don't really fit that. I don't like the archetype that well. Right? I like the doctor. I don't usually like doctor archetype, but doctor's kind of cool. I like stabbing people. I like the idea of like just shooting people in the middle of the street at midnight. You know, it's kind of awesome. I have a feeling you'd like the aesthetic there. I'll probably play it on stream if it comes out. Unfortunately, I'm not immune to propaganda. I would probably play it on stream. I just wish it wasn't gacha. I think, listen, I'm kind of like coping a little bit that gacha means that it'll have a more of a long-term investment into the game, you know? Like, I respect AAA games and like expensive one-time purchase games, but also I feel like it's kind of hard to get people to be like investors in particular to be like, yeah, no, I'll fund like this much of your game. I expected you'll get this much money, obviously, from a $90 purchase of like this many this many customers, right? But for gacha, I imagine it's a little bit better because you have a bit more of a monthly income, right? So I feel like it's fine, and I hope that this means that they get to have a bigger like a bigger scope of the game, I guess, in general. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm hoping so far though it's looking really good. I failed to start, you end up like Tribe 9 or almost Black Beacon. Yeah, that is kind of how it is. It is really difficult in that sense, but also considering how much hype was generated for it now already, I expect that they'll at least be able to recuperate a decent amount of their starting costs. Because the Pentalizer makes more money than a single buy game ever will. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Here's hoping.
老狐狸。
那我可以申请和法厄同大人。
至于这一点，市长也提到了。
Or what? Faith and what?
相关手续所需证件我已为您准备好，并且仪式相关费用会由市长承担作为贺礼。只要绳降阁下同意，可以即刻签署和办理。
I feel like I missed something. Hope they don't sell horse armor DLC. Would you fall for horse armor DLC propaganda?
但原则上，这件事需要双方自愿，不可以出现胁迫、圈禁，或在一方当事人意识不清的情况下。
Vivian？
不要再说了，我怎么会对法厄同大人做那些事情
？Probably。
至少今天不会的。
At least not today.
至于两位绳降阁下想做的事情，市长也大致有猜测。市长希望两位见过怡璇小姐后，再决定什么时候使用掉这次由市长提供的协助。
If it's tied to Battle Pass and Momo Cloaks, maybe. Yeah, maybe, right? Battle Pass, alright? I'm okay with Battle Pass. Egan, Lycan, and I are still bickering, and Vivian sits to one side, eager and anticipatory. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop and hear snippets of Elfie's music from her store. Thank goodness. Time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycan, and Vivian take their leave. Belle, you feeling alright? Lycan said you can control either particles and it was a gift from our teachers. I keep thinking about it. And that was Miss Ishun's. We should investigate her. But let's not talk about that for now. You only just started to feel better and you should get some rest. I'll be there with you whatever happens in the future. Time to sleep. Honk shoo, honk shoo. Hey, nice. We finished within a reasonable time too. I just checked the time. We're only at 3 hours. The Silver Palace goes set new standard for PC requirements as well. Oh yeah. It's okay though. It's fine. I don't mind. I'll beef up my PC just for Silver Palace if the time comes. I mean, I hope so. PC kind of expensive right now. Also horse drifting, dude. Dragon horse with like hoof artifacts, horseshoe artifacts that drifts and is. That's so cool, man. I don't know. That's just so cool. I also really like the usage. Okay. Sorry, I know we're finishing Zelos right now, so we'll do that real quick and I'll talk about a bit more about Silver Palace afterwards. Can I really control etheric energy? Does it get from easier for us, and shouldn't that prove that her research was focused on mitigating damage hollows have on humanity? Perhaps it could serve as evidence that she was innocent. But I don't feel anything yet. Does it feel like I have any special powers? Or does it feel like I have any special powers? Drift off the noticing. There you go. He goes inner demon. Exalt in the Hollow and chapter awards. Yay! Okay. The new Eridu continues to coexist sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crises ever cease. These stories in the distant horizons are surely surprising, but one should always also cherish each passing day, present or past. One day, they'll become memories worth holding on to. Awesome. Anyway, frame drops show that in the trailer gave me more hope than that it was legit gameplay, unlike the NTE trailer, which was 100% pre-animated. I don't really have a lot of faith for Neverness to Everness. How do I say? I don't really feel like it has a unique identity at all, from what I've seen. Like, obviously this could be very different, but from what I know about, like, game development, which obviously isn't a lot, and what I know about, like, I guess, like, direction in general, I get the feeling that Neverness to Everness isn't as much of a passion project. Still a few more minutes more story. Oh yeah, shoot! What the heck? I get to talk to Wise more. It's like we're drinking Ninja Dog and Mine has a rise for more. Fair enough. Though someone calling herself Yixuan is here for you. She's just like one of those bastards with the mystic arts from those movies. Do you know her? She saved me in the hollow. I do. She saved Vivian and I when we encountered some Ethereals before. Wise, do you remember what the mayor said before? That they bring in a Void Hunter rank special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude? Yixuan is the investigator. I see. No wonder she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have good feng shui, and 6th Street is geometrically blessed and a good place to live too. That makes sense. Really? Yeah, she looks so serious. Didn't sound like just empty flattery. If you weren't here when she came in earlier, I asked if she wanted to stay in white, but she said she wanted to take a look around and said you could talk once you were free. Give time now, you can find her. Yeah, okay. Yes, I don't like. I don't know. Neverness has some pretty interesting stuff, like jumping off of the building, but I didn't really like it. I didn't really feel like it had a lot of identity, and I feel like it's pretty likely that I'll go down the Tower of Fantasy route in the end. Well, that's just my take.
没想到此地居然有这种灵性之物，看来这条街道确实是一处风水宝地。
I do like her voice. I don't think we heard it very much before, but I like her voice.
灵性之物，它叫做奥乌，算是我的老邻居了。它有什么特别之处吗？
Same devs no. Is NTE same devs as Tower of Fantasy? That would make a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie.
不，只是这个品类很少见到这种通晓人性的个体。
Yeah. Hell. That's underestimate how.
就算是哈士奇，也是有聪明的个体的。奥乌就是证据。
奥乌，
你说的没错。 可过度聪慧也是有代价的，它要日日夜夜守在这里，不仅要和主人分离，也不能自由活动。这大概算是福祸相依吧。不过从表情看来，它现在过得挺开心的啊。话扯得有些远了，既然你回来了，就聊聊合作的事吧。
Us discuss a partnership. Oh boy. Yixuan gently pets Hal's head, stuffs a few pennies in his money pouch, and he turned to the video store.
真是不错的店铺，气口顺畅，布局不错。
Is Hal's Chinese name Owu? I think it is.
家里的帮部也很有活力，看来两位的财运会越来越好的。
没想到你还会看风水，那就借你吉言了。不过你到底是
so heckin' weird. I'm not gonna lie, to hear the words like feng shui being said as feng shui and not being like I don't know how do you say it in like as like an English person if you've never like studied Chinese at all? How would you read feng shui?
自从上次在空洞内别过后
I hear it often enough, but I don't know.
既然两位都在，我就重新自我介绍下好了。
It's a bit weird, I guess.
我名为怡璇，是云盔山的一名修者。
Is it 云盔山？
修者，就是电影里那些能够占卦堪舆、祈福消灾的修行者。哦，现实中还是第一次见到。
风水。Sorry, that's so funny.
不过，云盔山具体是什么地方？
只是普通的修者宗门而已。门下的各位弟子在新爱里都四方游历，也和官方组织有合作。
I think our stupid point is kind of cringe.
而我目前挂名在空洞调查协会，此次受梅弗劳尔之托，前来与两位商讨合作事宜。
请问 合作的具体内容是？
我看过梅弗劳尔提供的资料，你们之前经受过赫利俄斯机关的植入物手术，在近期重新调试之后，身体出现了某些异兆。
Surgery。
不过这些异兆倒是与我云窥山一脉修习的术法有诸般相似之处。
That's messed up.
若两位不嫌弃，我可以教导你们更好地控制自己的能力。
控制自身能力，听起来倒是很不错。不过，天下没有免费的午餐。怡轩师傅，你既然愿意教我们术法，恐怕也需要我们提供一些回报吧。
I didn't realize they use the exact same idiom. For no such thing as a free lunch? I did not realize that they use the exact same idiom.
没错，梅弗劳尔那边会让你们和我一同做一些调查。根据卦象来看，此事牵扯众多，其中恐怕有不少祸患。具体的事情他那边还在安排，近期应该会告诉你们的。
Okay. Let's leave it at that. The weather's nice today, perfect for going out. Her bird is smoking. I just happen to need to head to a nearby store to collect something. If you're free, how about coming with me? We have a long path ahead of us, but so it would be good to take the opportunity to learn more about each other's ways and methods. Okay. Sounds good. Let's go. Yixuan Shufu, where's the store? It's at Luminous Square. It's called Puyan. I think I said that right. I don't know what it's called. I know the store. I know the store, but hasn't it been closed for ages now? Is it okay, Shufu? It matters not. Whatever the situation, let's head over first. It's been ages since I last came to the Jaina Square. I'd like to take a look around. Just tell me when you're heading to Luminous Square and we can meet up there. Okay. Look at the back of her bird. I will. That's a good idea. At least 6th Street. Okay. I guess we can still continue, huh? I will. Okay, I'll go back then. I'll talk about other gachas for a bit, because I am a gacha fiend. I did not realize that that Tower Fantasy had time-locked chests, actually. And that sounds kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. The thing in particular that I was thinking about was how when they lost more of their player base, Tower Fantasy became more of a, oh my gosh. What is that? Is that like a fisher? Sorry. I know that Tower Fantasy did kind of go into like the fan servicey kind of route, and it still kind of failed. From what I know. Heck is that? And like I guess it's like a closed, like an eye that's almost open. Huh. Yeah, and then I was kind of worried about that with NTE because we'd only seen women. Except for the most recent trailer, there's like one man and he looked kind of like heckin' Sunday with long hair from Star Rail, so spooky eye. Okay, so it is an eye.
请你帮忙看看我的运势吧。这是我的
New song.
你看看这粗壮的财运线，是不是意味着我要发大财啊？
我看过了，运势很好。
Oh.
你认真看了吗？怎么这么快？
你的运势很好，你不相信吗？
You don't trust me, sir? You don't trust me?
真是多谢你了。
I am kind of a fan of this like modern like Chinese kind of style. I don't know how to describe it, but it is really distinct compared to a lot of the Endless soundscape.
下一个是我，轮到我了。哎，等等，你这人怎么插队呀？
Who are these people?
你在这儿啊？周围这些人是？
林，你来了。唉，我只是在这儿歇息一会儿罢了。没想到有不少人找上门来卜卦。
Every bigger has time off for 1 to 2 days you got to the area. Oh, that's kind of crazy, actually. Pretty sad for Waifu Peninsula. That's not what it's called, right? That's not what it's called, right?
不过不用担心，我只需一个简单的术法就能解决此事。
First time I've seen Hoi's interpretation of very modern China. That's the thing that bothers me a little bit, actually, because this is the modern China, but what was Star Rail, right? Like, Star Rail is supposed to be like a super high-tech, far-future thing, and it doesn't feel that way very much, really. It feels like a mix of future and past, right? Which is kind of like weird. I don't know. Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't like Waifu Peninsula, but I couldn't put my finger on exactly what about it felt wrong. Man. Anyway, I'm excited. This seems pretty interesting because I do love me some Chinatowns. I think that sounds so bad. I really like the atmosphere of being in a Chinatown compared to like being in like China itself, I guess. Being in China itself, it just feels like being in a city, right? It just so happens that the signs are in Chinese and people speak Chinese. Chinatowns in particular have a very like, I don't know, like the atmosphere of it is really different and it's really refreshing, I guess. Sanjo's sci-fi, but they still claim excuse of immortality based on the past. Yeah. A nostalgia for Chinatown. Yeah, rather than like China.
算命看相收费，1次10万丁尼。
Whoa, girl. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. In a line, it's in the people standing in line, all fleeing fear, scattering in all directions. Crazy.
人都走了，很好。看来术法散财
Banish wealth and desires. That's so funny.
散财寡欲咒，还有这种术法？
I will say it's a little bit hilarious conceptually that like New Era do kind of is just like, I don't know, like let's say Shanghai, right? But then we have like Wi-Fi Peninsula, which is like Chinatown is Shanghai.
你说要教我们的术法，应该不是这种吧？我们录像店有营业执照，乱收费会被投诉。
I can't complain to be charged on bill rates. It's cute of her.
当然不是，这只是应付麻烦的小技巧而已。
I like seeing how she interacts with modernity. I'm kind of like whatever about her so far. I don't really think I'll pull for her unless it's for her like meta reasons, but her point is kind of funny though. The way she like her fingers are so floppy when she points. I think it's I don't know something about it.
云盔山真正的术法之后会慢慢给你看的，现在还是先找到那家店吧。
And then we're gonna be transported to a whole new world. A whole new world. Nah. Shifu, please wait, Shifu. This is my unpleasant fortunes. You must be a divine immortal of legend. Nah. Meet your immortal in the flesh, please. I need your help. I'm no immortal, just a normal mystic. However, it appears you're in quite a pickle. Nah. Above my head when it's produced and emerald cards got damaged, but sometimes got days and really slow to respond. Nah. Can't connect to the internet. Can't connect to the internet. Can't receive messages, so it can't be caught up as anything because it's looking more silly. She be T-Rexing. She do T-Rex sometimes, huh? Nah. Other Bangbu keep mocking it. It's got short temper, so it's always fighting other Bangbu. Why take him to a repair store? Nah. It's afraid it can't be repaired and will get scrapped, so it refuses to go for repairs. And nah. Exhausting movies of the mortals who likes to catch demons and wants to learn mystic arts. And nah. I'm trying to convince her it might agree to be repaired. Okay. Mystic arts to recover to convince it to get repairs. Shouldn't be too different. It's cold. Well, do you know any place nearby that does repairs? Nearby? There's no need for that. I can check it over first. If there's no major hardware issues, I can do some debugging and adjustments. Very well. And nah. Really great at missing you two are amazing. Nah. Our friend's not far from here. Please go check it out. Yeah. And nah. I think it's so funny that they're all voiced by one guy. And nah. But you can divine immortal. Nah. A divine immortal? Nah. They're really amazing. It shows so Shifu safe sound disperse a whole crowd of people. Just slap it till it works. True. And nah. You're training in the mystic arts. Yo. And nah. We visited for so long. Yes, but however, in order to walk the path of a mystic, you must have an innate talent for it. Bangbu VA MVP. For real. Please allow your senior sister on the path of mysticism to check you over. And nah. Movie protagonist living awesome mystic arts. Yeah, taking revenge of those bullies. And nah. Dongle for a dongle, widget for a widget. Everything they did to me in the past. CC will make them pay for it tenfold. Yeah, okay. And calm down now. Let's check your part first. And nah. Infiltration of these parts is a little, not just a little bashed up, but the damage is minor. You fix it. This god dang minigame. I don't hate it. It's just it really is just like shows up in the most random spots. There you go. Great. All repaired. How do you feel? No. Countless messages of updates and flashing before eyes. Whoa. Enlightenment? Whoa, amazing! No, I've been enlightened. Enlightenment. Congrats, you're not connected to the internet. I prefer over the rhythm game, to be honest. I know, I definitely do as well. It's just like, you know, sometimes you're just enjoying life and then bam, bang boom minigame. No. Thank you, please. You are mentored by official Shifu. It's a bit too early for that. You have natural talent, but you must hone your state of mind. Once you matured a bit more, you may come seek mentorship. I do not know much of Megumi affairs, but I can teach you an incantation. A spell of calming. When you feel agitated and wish to fight with those other Bangbu, you can recite this incantation under your breath. Their brains are made of defective parts! Thus you can avoid conflict and disaster. Nah. The brains are made of defective parts. In conflict with for a while, its gaze is going brighter. And nah. As soon as I receive the spell, this bully Bangbu don't seem so irritating anymore. And nah. So comic should really work. You're welcome. The one must not get into fights, if possible. If you must, be sure to win the fight. Okay, I take it back. She's actually really funny. I think her design is pretty mediocre, but she's really funny. And nah. You should bullshit for thank you for helping us. Since you're all right now, it's time for us to take our leave. Now let's head to that store.
医生师傅，那家店就在前面。
Yeah, I don't know. She's pretty funny.
没错
This lady, I don't know. Spell of dispelling greed. Yeah, okay.
没错，就是这家店。
Looks like it's closed.
这家店好像还是没开门，看来又白跑一趟了。
Okay, let's be like her more so release approaches. Probably. Big character for 2.0 X, right? So.
未必。你稍等一下。
Walks to the door and gently knocks 3 times in the rhythm and then slips a note through the door. A moment later, someone coughs and cracks open the door, passing something to Yixuan. Someone inside?
里面居然有人！
放心吧，这里的老板只喜欢做熟人生意，平日里图个清静，不怎么开门见客。
I do also like her eyelashes, which is a weird thing to say, but if I think about Nikki all the time.
我算是老板的旧相识了，今天也只是取回之前寄存的东西而已。
God, I want to talk about Infinity Nikki in a bit. Hold on. What a strange business.
好奇怪的私人渠道。医轩师傅，你要取的东西到底是什么？
之后的调查行动所需要的东西罢了，到时候你会知道的。
Okay, is that
这样
so?
吗？总觉得医轩师傅你神神秘秘的。
安心吧，我并非有意瞒着你，只是时机未到，眼下并不着急而已。
The Nikki situation is crazy. My goat! What happened to my goat?
既然东西已经拿到了，那我们今天不如就在此别过吧。来日方长，我们一定会再见的。
Oh, okay. Well, guess I'll go back to home and talk to Wise. Man, there's so much to talk about. I should really just have a chatting stream again, huh? Go right ahead with everything and eat the flowers. Man. Val, you're back. Did everything go well? Not well. It went well. Just that Yixuan Shifu deals with things in a rather unique way. And maybe that's just how Mystic does things. I see. Val, do you think what Yixuan Shifu claimed is real? Learning mystic arts and whatnot. It sounds like it came right straight out of a movie. Are we going to be like those movie protagonists who use talismans to defeat ethereals and magic erase to suppress hollows? Maybe set me up. It definitely won't be as exaggerated as a movie. But I don't think Yixuan Shifu was lying. She really did display mystical powers back in the hollow. I see. Well, I trust her judgment. Plus, the mayor must have had his reasons for choosing her to teach us. Yixuan Shifu said the mayor would help us help her on some investigation. I wonder what it is. Either way, we'll find out soon. There's no rush. Belle, you've been so busy recently. You should take this time to get rest and have a break. I literally just woke up. My brother. Alright. Warlock and Blade and Soul. You're so real for that. I guess I'll drop a few polls. Why not? I do want Lighter a little bit more. I do want Lighter a little bit more than Hugo, so I think we'll I think we'll pull for Lighter first, and then we'll pull for Hugo if we have extra pulls left over, but otherwise we'll just leave it as it is. And see how it goes, you know? It's been a while since I dropped so much gacha on the gacha, so let's talk about some Nikki, because oh my god, guys, have you guys looked at Infinity Nikki's Play Store rating? Or I use Play Store, but I don't know what you guys use. You guys should check out the rating for that game on your local application for downloading apps. Last I checked, it was like 1 point something, like 1.4, which is the lowest I've seen any rating on the App Store. It's nearing 1.0, right? That's so crazy. And they just kind of stayed silent about the entire situation. So I'm really surprised, I guess, right? They gave us one apology at the start of the update, and they've just kind of been like quietly hotfixing things in the meantime, but I don't know. It's really difficult, but I did also... in a slightly funnier news... Oh, we don't have... Okay, I guess no lighter for us. Okay. But in funnier news, I did actually see that apparently they have a lot of job openings for... I guess I don't really need any of these, right? Like... I'll get them eventually. Let's like buy 6 pulls. I think it's about right. Yeah, they have a lot of job openings at the company right now, apparently, so you know. Oh shoot, 5-star. Our play star is 3.4. Really? That's way higher than I expected. I also have no clue what pity I'm at. Hi, Nicole. She's still really cute. I don't know, with her a million, the bow, that's really cute. I do like Nicole. Guys, I'm gonna commit a crime. There is no way I lost 50-50 to her again! Burn things down like this? Has there even been impressive for this? Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm so mad. Okay. That's all. I'm really mad I have so much. She's my least favorite standard banner 5-star. Ah! Okay. The only other one I have is Coletta, and I like Coletta, but I don't even have Lycaon. Don't have Grace, don't have Rena, right? Like, what the heck? Game, my goodness. Sorry. I think the company for Nikki, Infold, is pretty famously like very greedy. Their other games, like the previous Nikki games were good, but they were also very, very greedy. Like most of the events you had to pay money for in order to get the like outfits that you wanted, right? And it was pretty bad, but it was like bearable. Like if you wanted to play the game for meta reasons or design stuff, it wasn't that bad. But so it's like, but like, I don't know, ever since they launched Love and Deep Space, I feel like it has been getting more greedy, because Love and Deep Space, you actually do need a whale if you want to like proceed beyond certain points in the game. And it's like one of the least generous gachas I've played, especially considering that they have like 2 or 3 banners in a month, right? It's really quite bad. But Love and Deep Space is, like, for all intents and purposes, it is a good game. It's just very greedy, and then they want a lot of money, right? On the other hand, Nikki, I don't know what happened with Infinity Nikki. I, like, legitimately, I can understand being a greedy company. I can understand wanting money from your customer base. I cannot understand purposely creating, like, a really short production cycle for the sake of, like, I don't know, having a lot more content, but your developers clearly can't handle that amount of work, right? And they have like a cool plan for what they want to do for the game, and they just haven't progressed with it at all, despite it being 6 months, right? That's the weird stories are either MMOs or maybe smaller ones like Identity 5. Yeah, right? So, I got 2 Wendy's for sold a lot if you want it. No, thank you. I'm good. I think I'll just keep her where she is. So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of mad. Hi, Ice. It's nice to meet you. Sorry, we were complaining about gacha games. We're finished. We finished everything else. So yeah, I'm really disappointed about Nikki. I need these for dinner. I want you to cook. What a weird request. I'm always sad that there are too many leftovers, right? Sorry, that's so cute. Speak to me. Let's go out. I'm gonna say noodles. I'm glad that that's a thing that you can do in this game. Yeah, I don't know, like Infinity Nikki just launched the update with so many bugs, and it doesn't feel like a big update at all. They dropped one of their most iconic outfits for what's pretty much like, I don't know, like what even is that, right? The story is extremely confusing. They haven't like updated that really at all. I don't know, right? I don't know. Solar Palace on the other hand though, that seems really exciting to me. I'm really excited about the detective aspect of it. I think that's really fresh, right? And I really like how big the city looks already, right? And I think they probably haven't. They're probably gonna like release the game in like a year or two, probably more, right? It'll probably take a while still for them to release. But the fact that they have so much done already is really promising to me, right? I like detective stories in general. I was a big fan of Danganronpa. And so I'm hoping that we're gonna get like a similar kind of experience. But I also think that mystery games have like a really big, how do you say it? It's like a really big slippery slope. Because if you make a mystery that's really bad, like that kind of like that's literally the point of your game, right? It's like, I don't know, with an open world game you can have points of exploration that are kind of awkward and uncomfortable. Right, with story games, you can have moments that are a little bit weird, but with detective games, I think in particular, if it doesn't make logical sense, it really, really ruins the integrity of your game and your product. So yeah, it's really hard to make a legit mystery game. Yeah, especially with how like you need to keep information from the player, right? And the way that you need to, I guess like you need to kind of like guide the exploration without making it feel railroady. And I think that's gonna be a hard task to do, right? But the thing about Silver Palace that I was personally really a big fan of, is their use of classical music. So, albeit, like, I only really heard the big classical music songs, right? Because I'm a heckin' nerd. I mean, not enough of a nerd, evidently, but, I think it really fits the environment. The world of skeletal flowers are an old thing. Yeah, I hope that's like, I don't know. I hope it's not too like crazy, but magic, I'm okay with magic as an explanation. But yeah, no, I think though like putting like a lot of like classical songs. I say classical songs, but they're not all classical era, but classical music, right? Colloquially, like they have like Swan Lake in one of the scenes. I don't remember which one it is. And I was kind of like whatever about it, but it fits the vibe. I feel like classical music is often used kind of poorly in video games. Sorry, I don't mean to slander Wuwa. I know people like Wuwa right now, but I know one of their boss fights had a Queen of the Night, right? One of the famous operas. And I listened to the boss fight. I listened to the song while watching the boss fight, and I kind of feel like it didn't quite match well because like even with a new region, the time frame that the game takes place in is kind of futuristic and kind of dystopian. And it feels a little bit weird putting something that's so like old, I guess, musically, with such a like a futuristic sci-fi setting, right? Like that's my personal complaint about it. And I also just don't really like when people compose music and it's like, I guess like use references to old songs and it's just the song and they don't really change very much about it. And albeit I think Silver Palace does a pretty poor job of this with Swan Lake. I think Swan Lake is pretty much like, oh, that's just Swan Lake, right? But for the boss fight theme, it uses Summer by Vivaldi. And I think that one was a really good remix. I actually really liked the way they used Summer, and it wasn't in a way that felt really subtle at first. And I think that's the thing that's the kind of classical music interpretation that I would really like to see more of. That's more fantasy, I feel. It is, but the world itself is still kind of sci-fi, right? And that's the specific problem that I had with it. It just didn't quite match the time frame. Different game from Hong Kong. That's the only way to make sense of things in my head. I mean, that's fair, right? I just think as like an overall like from my understanding of the setting at least, that's like my specific qualm with that specific song in this boss fight, you know? It just doesn't like I don't know. I would have liked that they did a bit more with it. I haven't listened to it again beyond like the 1 or 2 times I heard it, so I couldn't tell you like how I would want it to be different, but I know that I would want that to be different. Boss is called Queen of the Night, so they kind of had to shoehorn it in. Yeah, I mean like a shrug. I just think personally I like when there's a bit more coherence in my classical music references, right? I think Genshin does a good job with this, with the way they allude to classical musicians without actually using themes. I mean, they use themes from classical music, like the new boss fight in Genshin uses I want to say it's like March of the Dwarves, I think is what it's called. It uses like some pretty memorable motifs from that, but it fits the vibe, you know what I mean? Same with how it references like I can't say his name, Gabriel Fauré from French music. I don't know how to say his name. Never learned about him in class, I've only read about him. But like the way that they reference the music without directly using it, I guess, is something that I think is really fascinating. Silver Palace does something different in that it does directly reference the music, but I think it's in a fresh and unique way. I really like the way that they use Summer in the boss theme for the thing we saw in the gameplay trailer, and I think that was really cool. Although I might change my mind when I play the game, I'm not sure. I'm just kind of a stickler when it comes to music, and I have like very strong feelings, evidently. So anyway, that's just like my 2 cents. I hope they use classical music well. But like so far, considering that the setting is a bit more of a 1700s France, like Europe kind of style, it seems like it fits better than it would in a modern setting game like Zenless. Anyway, that's my rant done. I'm done yapping. I'm gonna take a break now for the next 2-3 weeks. And by that I mean I'll probably be streaming again in a couple of days. Considering that I won't be streaming next week on Friday because I'll be out and away. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I'm not really sure what I'll be streaming. I'll take a look at what we've had on the list. So it's not to change with it. We might end up with a bike instead of a horse. Dude, I would be so sad if we got a bike instead of a horse. I would cry actually if we got a bike instead of a horse. I love the drifting horse. That thing is my new spirit animal. There's a 1920s car in it after all. Oh, well, magic, you know, magic, right? But yeah, so there's a couple of shenanigans going on. But yeah, hopefully Silver Pass is fun. I'll let you guys know if I'll be streaming that, if that comes out in the next 2-3 years. If I'm still streaming, then I probably will be, but you know, things change. I probably will be, but you know. On top of that, we'll see what I'm streaming in the next couple of days, so please stay tuned for that. I don't know what else I'm doing for the rest of the week. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you being here with me today. I hope you guys had fun. Right? Yeah, a lot of fun with a cool story. Yeah. And I'll see you guys next week. I mean, sometime next week. And yeah. Spider-Man Gacha, Ananta? Yeah, Ananta. I don't know if I'll be playing Ananta. I think that one probably I won't be playing. Yeah. Anyway. Good stream, guys. Talk to you in a couple of whiles. And have a good day. Have a good week. Bye-bye. Wait. Sorry, I don't know how to stream anymore. Bye!